Logs on the beat.
Why y'all in my business? Nah, nigga, don't do that. Why y'all in my business? Hauling his feelings cause he can't get his bitch back. Why y'all in my business? Y'all in my business. Chirac shit, yeah, we really lit at. Why y'all in my business? Nah, nigga, don't do that. Why y'all in my business? Hauling his feelings cause he can't get his bitch back. Why y'all in my business? Smoke this homie and he can't get his get back. Why y'all in my business? Chirac shit, yeah, we really lit at. These niggas be bitches, they all in they feelings. On my dick, why they all in my business? Don't do that, little nigga, them niggas come get you. Stop crying when they look at your picture. Don't fit shit but the man in the mirror. I'm thorough, so I don't shake hands with these niggas. Put pipe in his face, he like call up them niggas. I slap for my guy, bitch, I'm one of them members. Green light for Cambo, Capone, $7. 12-7, bitch, step a 7-4 before I got potty trained. Still on the 7, I'm rolling up Ronnie. They already know that shit never changed. Still that little hustling nigga, you pull up on me and you know I got everything. Why y'all in my business? Nah, nigga, don't do that. Why y'all in my business? Hauling his feelings cause he can't get his bitch back. Why y'all in my business? Smoke this homie and he can't get his get back. Why y'all in my business? Chirac shit, yeah, we really lit at. Why y'all in my business? Nah, nigga, don't do that. Why y'all in my business? Hauling his feelings cause he can't get his bitch back. Why y'all in my business? Smoke this homie and he can't get his get back. Why y'all in my business? Yeah. Chirac shit, yeah,
like
we
that.
really lit at.
It's funny, I be super sick, niggas say something. Why these niggas whole life be made up? We really shoot niggas in real life, it's regular. Man, I'm trying to tell them it's real, ain't don't get sprayed up. Pull off in the tally like I stole it. Ain't no running up, I got it on me. I'm a gang member, but you know that. Diamonds in a Jacob, but I rock it like a Rolex. Pocket full of money, never bitch up on the homies. Nigga know amount of money, made me switch up on the homies. Man, I put that on the gang. This ain't no chain, it's a trophy. My reputation is golden. I bought a banger, then sold it right after I put in that work. I went back on the block and reloaded, unloaded, reloaded, unloaded, reloaded. My target get low, do my dirt by my load. Green light for house and Gotti Capone, $, bitch, I'm 20 gang. 12-7, super 6-7-4 before I got potty trained. Still on the 7, I'm twisting my back and I stay on my back, I ain't never changed. Bitch, don't even waste your time, I take your life, can't take my change.
Why y'all in my business? Nah, nigga, don't do that. Why y'all in my business? Hauling his feelings cause he can't get his bitch back. Why y'all in my business? Smoke this homie and he can't get his get back. Why y'all in my business? Chirac shit, yeah, we really lit at. Why y'all in my business? Nah, nigga, don't do that. Why y'all in my business? Hauling his feelings cause he can't get his bitch back. Why y'all in my business? Smoke this homie and he can't get his get back. Why y'all in my business? Chirac shit, yeah, we really lit at.
Yo, what's going on tonight, everybody, man? Welcome to another episode of Bearded Studios, man. I'm your host, Kinda Don, in the building tonight, man. We got a special guest in the building, man, Karti KV. Hey, big ups. I see you, YSL Lindenberg, man. Lincolnberg, it's been a minute, man, since I sent you. Isaac Braden, Elohim, big ups to you, man. Nova Kane, number 3, big ups to you, man. Hey, man, do me a favor, everybody that's in the building, man. Man, let's welcome our guest, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
For sure, man. And let's welcome our guests in the building, man. Young man from Atlanta, Georgia. What part of Georgia? What part of Atlanta you from, my boy?
Decatur.
Okay. He say he from Decatur, y'all. That's what's going on. Let me see if I can do this. Bam. Okay, there we go. You say you from Decatur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I heard you, man, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing, man, you know, on the little music review, man. And I was like, okay, I see he got a little skills to himself, man. And I like what you had going on, you know, and that's what drew me to you, you know what I'm saying, your style of music and what you had going on. So, man, I just want to give you flowers, man, and give you a thank you and let you know that I appreciate you for joining the stream, man. And, you know, blessing the people on my channel, you know what I'm saying, with this interview and, letting the people into, you know, Karti KV's world, you know what I'm saying, and letting us know a little bit more about you, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. So before we start, man, tell the people a little bit about you. Before I get to asking you or giving you the third degree, you tell the people where you from, man. Tell them your name, introduce yourself, and let them know where they can find you and your music, and we gonna get to it.
Yeah, man, I'm Karti K. I'm new to all this rap stuff, so like, you know, I'm just trying to do my best at it, trying to blow. That's all I'm trying to do. So man, from East Atlanta, like I said, Decatur, Georgia, and shoot, that's pretty much everything about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything. So how old are you, my boy?
I'm 24.
Okay, you 24, 24. So, Georgia, you from Georgia? You ain't never been no other place? That's where you born and reared and raised? East
Yeah,
Atlanta?
yeah,
Okay, 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 okay. So, man, let's get to it then, man. Okay, 24 years old, Cardi KV, East Atlanta, Georgia, born, bred, and raised. So how long? Oh, well, you say you new to this music thing. So, my first question was gonna be, how long have you been interested? Well, not long have you been doing, but how long have you been interested in music? How long has music been a thing in your mind to the point where you decided to come to a point in your life where you were like, well, I'm going to take it serious. Were you interested in music as a young man?
yeah, yeah. That's what really started it. But I ain't really have all the tools to it yet. So like, really, it's been 2 years because I started making beats 2 years ago,
Okay.
and it wasn't doing too much for me. So like afterwards, I just picked up on rapping like a year ago, going on. So
Okay. Okay, like as a youngin, like were you any band? Did you do any band, any choir, play any type of instruments, or learn any type of instruments when you were younger, or do you got any family influence that do music, or is this something that you just took to on your own?
it's kind of all of the above, really. I mean, I got family that do music. Um, I was in the band sixth grade, going on to high school, and then like I switched over to chorus, like choir, and that's where I picked up on piano. I taught myself for like a couple years.
Okay, see that's what we talk about, man. Get comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? Put your feet up, get comfortable. So you say you taught yourself piano. That's so what why that instrument out of all instruments, why did you pick up on the piano?
I don't know. It was real interesting at some point. I can't really remember what drew me to it besides the sound,
Okay.
but like, just like listening by ear and creating different sounds without reading any type of notes was like a better way to learn it for me. I don't know about anybody else, but
Okay,
that's
so
where it was.
did you ever get around to learning how to read music?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, after a while, I stopped reading music and just started playing by ear, so it made it easier that way. But I
Mm,
still my way around the grand scale, you know.
okay. Okay, look, he said you know a ways around the grand scale. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So does the piano have any influence with because you said you made beats before you started um rapping, so or becoming an MC. So did the piano is that heavy in your music? Do you use a lot of piano in your music? Is there any influence with the piano inside of your beats that you make?
Um, say it's the cadence.
Okay.
The cadence. I use my piano knowledge with my voice, and sometimes I play around with the sound. And then it's my choice in beats, like okay, like synthesizers and different vocals in a beat that put it together, different 808s. It all has to be like in some type of pattern to where I feel it instead of just like going for any type of beat.
So you take time and put thought into the music that you want to put your tracks on. TLS, what's going on? Good morning, family. Good morning, family. TLS, man, my overseas brother. Um, yeah, man, welcome, y'all. We got Cardi KB in the building, man. East Atlanta, young man, 24, man. You know, he make music, do music. So, um, do you have a team? Like, is all your music just strictly your own production as far as music wise?
Yeah, it's all my own engineering, all my own
Mm.
vocalizations. You know,
Okay, you
uh,
do your own mixing and and editing and all that as well.
yeah, I just started, you know, getting it a little bit better. I mean, like before it wasn't perfect, but you
Yeah.
know, it get me somewhere. But like I say now, I take my time releasing, dropping music because the mixing and mastering has to be perfect. Like it has to sound like it came from somewhere, even though I'm doing it on BandLab.
I was just gonna ask you what are you doing it on? And BandLab is big shout out to BandLab because BandLab is one of the biggest producers of music right now for independent artists and people like that that's doing their thing with the music right now. So, you know, but if you can, like I say, once you learn how to master that, man, and you say you don't have a team and respects to that too because you're learning the craft. You're taking the time out to learn, how to offset your vocals and how to, use certain instruments to maybe highlight this or that. And like you say, your way around the scale and you can read music and, so all that goes into, your process. And I also like the fact that you said, you just don't release the music, because because it's readily available to you because you can go to BandLab and just make a song and put it out. But like you say, no, I don't do that. I take the time out to make sure that I mix it, what I'm saying? Make sure the vocals are right, make sure this is so man, big ups to you for that, man. But yeah, but BandLab, man, is a lot of people use BandLab. So, again, I appreciate you for taking the time out to, not only just do your craft, but learn your craft. You know what I'm saying? So if you had to describe your style of music, um, how would you describe your style of music or the influence or the input of your music that you would like to project to the world? Whether it's an old person listening to it, whether it's a middle aged person listening to it, or whether it's a young person listening to it. Like, how would you describe your music?
I say I'm a mad scientist because it's all experimental. Like every sound is something like, you know, I just picked up on or, you know, learned from somewhere by watching it. I'm a visual learner, so a lot of my music is experimental. It's like what if I try this or take this out and put this in? That's
Hmm.
like it's all about the curiosity that drives the motivation. So I try to keep it on both ends with it.
So, I asked earlier if you had a team. Being that you in Atlanta, I know that Atlanta is kind of like the scene for music and things like that. So when I asked, did you have a team? So as far as your music go, it's just you. Like, no, you don't have nobody else to do your production. You don't have nobody else maybe managing or helping you get, little gigs or whatever. It's just strictly solely you.
Not strictly solely me. I got family, you know. We a team, but you know, we just gotta come together on some stuff once,
Hmm.
and I just gotta pop out too. So like, you know, my crew called Bandit Bands,
Okay.
and uh, you know, Nova Kane. I work with her too, so it's
Big
all
ups to
like,
Nova Kane. We gonna get her in the building next. Big ups to Nova Kane, man. so
yeah.
but so how many in the crew? How many in the crew?
So it's just me, Hurt Child, Nova Kane, Zone, and Zavo. Like
Okay,
that's
okay.
my that would be my whole team right there. But far as like doing the engineering, I'm experimenting with that in my lonesome, like sitting in a room by myself or
Okay.
listening to a beat that I like. It's all me.
So you haven't did any engineering for them, you know what I'm saying? That I think that'll help you as well. Doing projects for them or maybe doing, little EPs for them and what I'm saying, working on your craft that way. You ever did anything for them or you just strictly solely do it for yourself?
That's the thing. Me and Nova King got 2 songs, and we working on some more. So
Okay, that's
me
what's up.
and her
That's
going down to it.
that's what's up. That's what's up. So you hit any venues up down there in Atlanta? You performed? You been on stage yet?
I tried Chit Chat and KOD, but you know, it my first time performing. It's gonna be it. I ain't really there.
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely. It takes time. So I mean, but like little smaller joints, like little clubs, little just little small venues where you can get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? How is the scene for that out there? Because we hear a lot about, what I'm saying, what's going on in Atlanta. So that's why I asked you, like, it didn't necessarily, have to be a stage. Like I said, it could be, like a little club, like you say, the King of Diamonds or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Are those venues like readily available for up and coming independent artists to, showcase their talent?
Well, I wouldn't. Those were just venues I did. I did Club Vivid too, but that was like my third performance. Ended up being my best performance. I could do better, but I say venues. The producer Smooth. I know you probably heard of Smooth produce this.
Mhm.
He always at these venues. He invited me out, but like I'm not necessarily a late night person unless it pertaining to me actually working on a project. I'm not really a night scene type of person. So I perform with bandit bands, but like far as me hanging by myself and going to venues, I I be working on something, trying to get better at it.
Okay. Okay, you might have to get out there. You might have to get out there, man. She say, Miss Novocaine said makes me want to perform again. But yeah, man. So but the more you practice that, like you say, just the same way, bro, that you work on your mixing and your vocals and what you're gonna put into the music and type of music that you're gonna use. You gotta put that same energy, man. I know you might not be a night owl, but that's when these concerts and stuff get held, man. That's when these venues be open. So you might have to put your foot out there, man, and get out there. You know what I'm saying? Just a few times a night. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Until you can set your own schedule up. Um, have you ever thought about just renting out a venue on your own, or maybe coming together with your group? You know what I'm saying, with Nova Kane and the other guys. You know what I'm saying, and coming together and just renting out a spot and just throwing something for y'all and just charging at the door and just highlighting each one of y'all. You know what I'm saying, or the projects that y'all got together, stuff like that. That might could work for y'all too. Just a little small little place. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I could definitely. I know exactly who to talk to about it, but that's just a conversation I never got to have with Bandit Bands as that part of my team. Uh, that's actually something I really gotta ask them. That's something I never thought of.
Yeah, that's something that's all about the marketing and promoting yourselves and getting yourselves out there, as well as avenues like this. So, big ups to your whole team that you got working with you, man. Hopefully, you can put me in tune with them and we can get them up here as well. But, that's
Yeah,
that's how you do that, man. So sit down and have that conversation because it's both the guys and the queens that you're working with. Most definitely sit down and have these conversations, man. That way y'all can build and what I'm saying, y'all can conform to one another and let each other know what's going on and look out for each other. I'm saying? Even if y'all doing different things as far as music wise or whatever the case may be, and y'all have your own lanes, but y'all still have each other to fall back on. Especially, what I'm saying, with you learning how to produce music as well. Like you say, with the making the beats and now you mixing and doing things like that. So, that may be something that can catch hold and fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sit down with them. I would suggest that. Most definitely, most definitely. So I would suggest that. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I see you on YouTube Music, man. So you got a few songs up here, man. You got a few songs up here. Um,
yeah.
we got a few songs up here. Let's play one. So we got Highway Late, Can't Go Back Now. You know what I'm saying? Purified flavors, clairvoyance. You know what I'm saying? Ali Motami, what's going on, my brother? Wassalamualaikum salam, my brother. Uh, so which song would you like for us to play first, brother? And out of the ones that I just
um,
mentioned,
I kind of want to hear Diamonds if you can find that. I kind of want to hear it.
you say diamonds.
Yeah,
Let's see. Let's see if we can find diamonds.
it's a song I dropped too fast. I ain't mix it good, but I just
FL Diamonds.
yeah.
We said JTG Cardi. Okay, so So you say you dropped it too fast. So what's to it? Give us a little background, little history, little synopsis on the song. Besides, you dropped it too fast.
Well, the song was just, a changeover. It's a changeover song. Like I like to do changeover tapes. So like um it'll be something where I pick up on a new style, a new rhythm, and then I'll release that as like a little, feature tape for myself, to look back on. So like it's like I paint a picture and I leave it there for myself to look back on.
Okay. So FL Diamonds, man, by Karti KV. Y'all, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Oh, that ain't me. That ain't me.
Oh, that ain't you?
Nah.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
My
Wait a minute.
my my diamonds say like DIEMXNDS.
Hold on. You say DIE?
MXNDS.
Hold on, man. I was gonna say we playing the wrong thing around here. All right. Now we got the right diamonds. Let's get to it, y'all.
This is fun. Huh, getting in the pool. It's a weird move.
Leave me alone, I cannot call you back. I've been on my lonely, oh no, I cannot ever relax. Hop in a brand new track, had too much speed on it. Could you ever let me off of me? Money ain't got me in go mode. It's how they go moving on slow mo. Bet if you want it's a no go. I'm putting a check in the choco. Step on the block and I'm letting it go. Baby, I've been on a motherfucking dosey. I cannot let you back in, no. Feel like I'm losing my motherfucking soul. I beat every week. Diamonds on my teeth. Give her what she needs. She a stylish and a freak. Bahama and jeans. Cushion on your feet. No, I wanna leave you, girl, but I just need my peace. Had a lot of things that's on my mind. I just needed time to get away. I don't really ever wonder why. Baby girl, you got my heart in pain. I've been on God mode. I gotta let go. Baby, no. Know that my heart been broke. Baby, you're so far gone. I don't want love no more.
Okay, you said that was diamonds. Did you say you dropped that one too fast? I like that. That was a nice little track. Hey man, so you say you dropped it too fast?
Yeah. But I was thinking today, like I'm gonna go back, mix and master, and drop it as like a remastered little tape.
Okay. Hey, that's what's up. Hey man, one of my moderators in the building tonight said she celebrates. She said she's gonna be a grandmother, y'all. Big ups to Miss Kimber for being. Hey, I guess you'll say big ups to Miss Kimber, man, for being a grandmother, y'all. Murdoch says, congrats, Miss Kimber. Congratulations. Prometheus says, congratulations. Okay. Ooh, child, I don't even know if I want to be no grand now. We ain't doing none of that just yet. But anyway, man, yeah, so auto tune. I hear the auto tune. So um do you have any music without auto tune, or is auto tune something that you that's part of your repertoire?
The auto tune is just something like I just been experimenting with. I don't really have songs anymore that I had without auto tune. I kind of got into a little dispute, but yeah, pretty soon I like when I get a better studio quality, like I build my own studio or I start back going to the studio. That's when I start back working on my vocalizations without auto tune.
Okay. Yeah, so I was gonna ask you that next. Besides working on BandLab, do you actually go inside of a studio and produce your music as far as like either if you're playing with the mixing the tracks or just going in and recording. So you have been in the studio, so you have worked inside of a actual real, you know what I'm saying, physical place that's a studio and that's deemed just strictly for music.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I
Mm.
think with that, I learned that I have to work with the producer by myself because I get ahead of myself when I'm there. You know, I have to work with the producer solely. To push out what I need to push out.
Mm, mm. Yeah, and then it's kind of a different experience, being in the studio with a producer versus being at home on a band lab by yourself, or just even if you at home and I'm not going to necessarily say band lab, but even if you built your own home studio, just having a fresh press, can't even get that out, a fresh pair of ears, you know what I'm saying, to listen to certain inflections inside of the voice or maybe a pause or a dead air here and there. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a different feel. And especially with knowing your mics, knowing your cues and knowing when to come on and, breathing right. So it's different being in the studio than I tell a lot of people that studio experience, I believe a lot of people should get it because it's different from being at home. Where you think you're comfortable at versus going inside of a place where you know what I'm saying? You got to really get to it because you got a certain amount of time. You might pay for it, or even if you don't pay for it, and somebody giving you this time free, just the intensity of being in that building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, who are some of your musical influences, man? Like, I know you're a young man, but let's see how far the rabbit hole go with your music, man. So, who are some of your musical influences? Who are some of the people that you listen to maybe today or maybe in the past that you pour from or that you may take from it, and that has small pieces that you might use in your music.
It's a lot of people. I grew up listening to EDM, so like the auto tune and the different cadences come from that, and then like the rap style, it's a lot to it too because it started with of course Lil Wayne, and then it led to me listening to a lot of T-Pain, and then R&B came into the scene with Usher and a whole lot of other people mixed in with each other. And I say for nowadays, it'll be like the underground scene.
Like who are some of your underground influences?
You got Autumn, Can, Jace. Then you got My People, Hurt Child, Zavo, Zone. I grew up, you know. Then yeah, I grew up around a bunch of like rap too. So you got Scale, Shakur, then you got Trouble, and then Young Scooter, like a bunch of them all in there.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, they basically all, they sound like basically all Atlanta people.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you don't listen to West Coast music, East Coast music.
I can't. I like
Mm.
G Funk, and I listen to a lot of Bone Thugs, but
I rock
like,
with Bone Thugs, and then Bone Thugs back in the day, Bone Thugs, you know what I'm saying? That's down in my era. You feel me? Like
yeah,
yeah. So, but no Scarface. You don't listen to no Texas, no Scarface,
I
no
like
Nas, no Biggie, no Pac.
I like Scarface the most. Like,
Yeah, man, most definitely. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, man, Cameron, Mace, man, you know what I'm talking about?
Jadakiss,
Jada Kiss, Styles P. Oh man, y'all know. Speaking of this, y'all know. Ja Rule, man, just made a. It's not his song. It's actually Styles P song, from the Locks. He got a song featuring Ja Rule on there, man.
I seen it on the internet, but I ain't really.
Man, that shit hard. Like, well, with Styles P, he nice. But Ja Rule, I don't know about Ja Rule, man. I mean, he wasn't bad, but it's Ja Rule, man.
nah, I like I ain't really like a lot of that side of the rap. I was more like Busta Rhymes, Craig Mack type of
Yeah,
style.
yeah. Keith Murray, did you rock with Keith Murray?
Never heard of him.
Oh, see, yeah, Keith Murray kind of, you know what I'm saying? If you like Busta Rhymes and Craig Mack, I'm saying, well, if you know about Craig Mack, you know, Craig Mack and Keith Murray was, you know what I'm saying, in the mix. You know what I'm saying, man? Check out some Keith Murray, man. Listen,
Wait,
yeah, man, yeah, man. See, I tell a lot of the younger folks that come on, man, go back and listen to some of that shit, man. Y'all might like it, man. What about Wu-Tang, man? You up on Wu-Tang?
yeah, I like some things from Wu Tang,
Yeah, yeah,
especially ODB. He's my favorite by himself. Like
yeah.
OD.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? ODB, you know, talking about, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. So you gotta expand, you know, and then listen to the different music, man. You never know where your influences or where certain directions come from, especially like with samples and just listening to a lot of old music, man, and getting creative ideas, you know. That's why I tell people to always, and not only just older era of hip hop, you know, country music, rock and roll, folk music. You know, you can get inspiration from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere, everywhere.
Yeah, it was my dad that introduced me to that scene, like Coldplay and Creed.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I took it further and started listening to a lot of rock music, like what's the name? You got Corn, Corn with a K, Scorn.
Mm-hmm.
I started
Mm-hmm.
listening to some Marilyn Manson, let's start going down the rabbit hole. Alice in Wonderland, all this stuff.
Yeah, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You know, and some of it be good music, man. Like I say, you never know
No,
what
Alice in Chains, I'm tripping.
Alice in Chains, yeah, Alice in Chains, not Alice in Wonderland. I like Alice in Chains, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you know, like I say, man, you never know where your inspiration come from. So again, like I was saying, it seemed like a lot of the people that you listened to, that you spoke upon, they were a lot of Atlanta artists. So like, and then don't get me wrong, I like the fact that you said that because you know you listen to your people from your city and you support people from your city. But my question is like, why isn't, or for you, I'm not speaking for everybody, just for you, like and as we got into the conversation, you did say, well, I listen to this, that, and the third. But so like is music just strictly Atlanta eyes for you, or is it that you don't hear as much as West Coast music or East Coast music out there in Atlanta?
It's all what I search up because most of the things is suggested to your location, like
Mhm.
to your area. So like it's really what I search up on my own. I find it, I hear it somewhere, like on Instagram. Instagram helped me like discover different sounds. It was always something new on Instagram popping up. And I did that with my feed. I hit not interested on anything I didn't like that wasn't music. So that kind of picked that up for me. Like that's how I discovered new music, on and on and on.
So somebody in the chat asks, Sip and Perp asks, what do you guys think about UK drill? Me personally, I don't like it. I mean, it's okay. The music is okay, but I mean, I just ain't into, like me personally.
Uh-huh.
But what about you, Cardi K? You do the UK drill?
I don't think he would be. I think his name is Poser. I don't think he is UK drill, but I listen to one of his songs,
Yeah,
and then
see, I'm not okay. Yeah, I ain't a big UK drill fan.
I don't think Poser is a UK drill person. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know who Posey is, but somebody in the chat asked us, "Do what do you guys think about UK drill?" So, uh, besides Poser, have you ever listened to UK drill?
Drum and bass, UK drum and bass
Okay,
drill.
okay,
Like
okay. That's up your alley. That's your type of music.
Yeah, I don't like shy away from any type of music. I listen to some 70s music on down the
Oh
list.
yeah.
I have to.
Yeah, who you listen to from in the 70s, man? You say you 24. Come on, man. Tell me some of the people you listening to in the 70s, man. Who
Like
some of the people?
Roy Ayers and
Roy Ayers, okay.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Wind and Fire. Hey, Chuck 1974 say Keith Sweat. You listen to Keith Sweat?
I heard some
Okay.
my family don't shy away from like, playing they style of music.
Yeah, of course. You know, the older folks, the older generation, you know, they playing all that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the R&B. So you know, R&B is kind of then disappeared nowadays. But you know, hearing the hip hop lately, especially with the young folks, you know, we get y'all harmonizing and using the auto tunes and stuff like that. You know, and making music more melodic. And that's where the mixture of the R&B comes into the hip hop. Um, so again, you being 24, um, yeah, and you said you listen to a lot of the 70s music. You know, with old people, I'm not gonna say old people, but you know, the older generation, you know what I'm saying, was a lot of singing. Um, does that have any impact or influence on your music? Is would you say that would be because you say you was in the choir, so would that be like one of the reasons why you use auto tone to play with your voice and you know things like that? Or can you sing?
I can sing, but
Mm,
I'm kind of like just riding the rap wave until I get high enough to want to start doing that with like artists like Tyler the Creator.
mm.
Like I like his sound. He got a very classical sound, even though it's new age. So he would be the artist. Him and Pharrell would be the artist to go to for when I want to make that type of music and rework on, that type of music.
So you said Pharrell. That's what's up. You say Pharrell, and I like Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator is different, man. You know, a lot of times people don't understand his creativity and his style of music. I like Tyler. You know, it's kind of off the wall, but you know what I'm saying. I mess with him a little bit. Not everything, but I mess with him. You know what I'm saying. And Pharrell was real inspirational, and influential to the music, man.
he
With the
the
nerds.
he the one you want to go to when you want to make house music, not house the genre, but the music
Hmm.
that's gonna help you buy you a house.
Mm. He said, "Oh man, most definitely, man." So, if you had a chance to work with, no question, not that. So if my co-host was in the building, man, he would ask this question, man. Um, do you have the very first song that you ever made?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I keep the profile close by on SoundCloud,
So
and
what's the so it's on SoundCloud?
yeah,
So what's the name of the very first song that you ever made, brother?
it's called X Murder, and my name on there was Lil Sauce. I call myself Sauce Long.
Hold on, let's see if we can find it, brother. Let's see if we can find it. And you say yeah, you know, I was gonna ask you that and pull that out, huh? Yeah, yeah. You ain't even think I was gonna do that to you. Yeah, we finna do all that. Uh,
Okay.
now how did you spell that? You say Lil Sauce?
Yeah, yeah. I used to turn my E's into three.
Let me see if I can find Lil Sauce. Yeah.
Lowercase L, then I, then capital L. I did some crazy spelling.
Lil Sauce. Let me see if I can find Lil Sauce. And what was the name of the song you said?
X Murder. It's,
X Murder.
it's ninth grade. Oh yeah,
Let me type that in. I see a lot of that's X murder, right?
yeah. You should see like on my
I see a
profile.
lot of I see a lot of joints, but I don't see that one. That's why I'm looking for it.
Yeah, on my profile pic, it got a parental.
I
If
see the preview, all the smoke, gang shit. I see Sauce 3 long,
yeah,
but I don't
that's it. Sauce 3.
that's the song?
Nah, the name is Sauce. You know, Sauce 3 Long.
Yeah, but I don't see the X murder, man. Let's see, man. Hold on, man. I and that's just X M murder, right? MURDER.
DAMURDA.
Oh, see, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go with y'all ass in this spelling. Okay. Here we go, man. Hey, I found it, y'all. Let's get into the first song that this young man ever made. He said it was back in ninth grade, man. Hey, Miss Novocaine say, I remember my first song. Miss Novocaine, make sure you have that song because I might be coming to get you next. Isley Brothers. So Mr. Murdoch says, you listen to the Isley Brothers, young man? You know about the Isley Brothers?
Yes, I definitely do.
Oh, okay. I see you out here, man. Let's get into the first song the young man ever made, man. Let's check it out, y'all. Little Sauce, you know what I'm saying? Well, Cardi KV, before he called this stuff Little Sauce. Let's get to it.
I'm trying to see some titty bitch, pull your shirt up. I put up in the shell, call it Ninja Turtle. I make a Pokemon, I'm not talking Squirtle.
Oh.
Fuck nigga tried me earlier today. Bitch ass teacher. Hoe ass nigga. Could've popped this shit earlier today. Fuck nigga didn't know what was going on. Oh.
No.
You played that boy.
Yeah. Bitches ass murder. I'm trying to see some titty bitch, pull your shirt up. I put up in the shell, call it Ninja Turtle. I make a Pokemon, I'm not talking Squirtle. She wanna give me hell, I'm not trying to hurt her. Popping niggas off like a corn kernel. Drop a nigga dead if he try to turn up. If a nigga snitch, he gon' meet my burner. X murder shit, bitches X murder shit. X murder shit, bitches X murder shit. Yeah, bitch, yeah. X murder shit. Pull up on your block, bitch, and get the thumping. Take a nigga, bitch, ain't no dry humping. Bust her back, keep on stroking while she coming. Hit you with that strap, give you a concussion, bitch.
No.
Fuck nigga tried me earlier today. Bitch ass teacher. Hoe ass nigga.
That song.
Could've popped.
Whoa.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Cause I ask a lot of people, hey, nostalgia, big ups to Nostalgic Sounds ENT for being in the building, man, tonight. Man. Hey, Novocaine say hard, Novocaine say hard. Hey, I ask a lot of people, do they have their first songs, man? A lot of people don't be having it, man. So big ups to you for having that first song. Hey, Uncle P said murder shows your creative side. So I got a question. So on this, you was Lil Sauce, right?
Yeah.
So now you Cardi KV.
Yeah.
So can you talk to us about the transition from Lil Sauce to Cardi KV, and how did that come about, and what did that mean for you to change your name, and why did you change your name? Give us a little history about that.
Sure. I say I had a lot of different names. Like it was a long line of names. But like the names that made the impact was like Lil Sauce. Then I was KO Knoxville before, that got wiped off the face of the internet. You could probably still search it up. I mean, I got songs that's still under that name that, was doing pretty good. Like, that was when I started making money off of my music as KO Knoxville until it got wiped off the face of the earth. And Cardi KV was like a realization, like that name roll off the tongue a lot better. It's loud when you hear it. Well, to me, it grabbed my attention. So I don't know if it grabbed anybody else's attention, but Cardi K really, Cardi KV and Cardi K was the ones that woke me up and made me realize like that's something or someone I could be, that's I could feel like myself doing instead of feeling iffy about, what I want to do with myself.
Do you think it was any type of growth between the songs from Lil Sauce, K.O. Knoxville, and Cardi KV? Besides the fact that the names roll off the tongue, because I like K.O. Knoxville. That was that's kind of dope. But the songs that you made as Lil Sauce, and from the songs that you say that was getting traction from K.O. Knoxville to the songs that you have now as Cardi KV. Is there any growth? Do you see any growth from the names and that's attached to those songs?
Yeah, I actually take my time before I drop some music at this moment. I say it's better now because I'm realizing that I could take it serious and take it further than just dropping it hoping I blow up.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. So, and that's the mindset, and a lot of young people, they have that mindset, they figure if they hot, they make some music, they drop it, they blow up, somebody hear them, and it's a lot of work that comes behind that. And that's why I gave you your flowers early on during the publication or the broadcast when I told you, man, I appreciate you for taking the time out to, mix your own songs and learning how to do other things with your vocals besides just making a song or just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Because like how I found you, man. A lot of people make their music and they go on these little review shows or they just drop it on platforms and it don't be mixed all the way. It don't be edited properly. You know what I'm saying? The sound might not quality might be not what it should be. And again, it's no knock to the artist or the individual, but if this is something that you want to do, you should invest in yourself just like you would invest in anything else. And like you say, man, if it ain't the right time to put that product out there, especially if you want to be heard, just take the time to work at it or do what you need to do to get your product out there. And also, that's why I asked you about having a team. It's easier with a team. Sometimes it can be easier when you by yourself, because it's less of a hassle, less of a headache, less of things that you have to do for others. But sometimes, having a team and just having, people with you to help push what you got going or to help motivate and support and inspire. Or, someone in the team might shoot videos. Someone in the team might do editing. Someone in the team might have a connection on studio time. Or somebody in the team, it's different parts of this. It's different components, that come with it, and it's a lot of hard work. And I want to tell the younger folks, man, that's looking to do this professionally or that does it as a hobby and they want to blow up. It's not just about getting the money. It takes time to do this. Even if you build a name like I told you, sit down with your group, man, the Bandits, and maybe put something together for yourself and push and promote yourself where y'all highlight each other and highlight y'all own music, and maybe you can produce some tracks for them and stuff like that. Like it's a lot of things that go along with this music besides just doing the music and thinking, and that's where you get these major labels when they come and they put that distribution push behind you, or they put that media push behind you. Being an independent artist is hard, and sometimes it can be easy, but you just gotta have the know-how, and you have to be willing to put in the work. You know, it's not easy.
for anybody that could just like have a lot of followers and drop music, like you gotta actually want to do it or have some form of like passion for music. Like they not just looking for anybody out there.
So, are you on BandLab as Cardi KV?
Yeah, definitely.
So Nostalgic Sounds ENT, yes, he is on BandLab as Cardi KV on BandLab. So if anybody that's out there, man, looking to maybe do some music with the brother, hook up with him and maybe work with him and find some things to do, most definitely, man, look him up on BandLab. Also, YouTube Music, that's where I got a lot of his music from, and SoundCloud as well. So he out there, he working. So I'm pretty sure he's open to work with people and do some things. And like you say, man, he mixed music and master. So let's, he might can help some of y'all out. Y'all can work together. That's what we do here, man. We build on Bearded Studios, man. It's for the community, man. It's for the music community, especially my independent music artists, no matter where you from. We can link you in and get you to a point where, what I'm saying, we can hook you up with somebody that can potentially help you grow your brand and grow your music and help push your music. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're about here, man. So Yeah, most definitely. He says, yes, dope artist, highly recommend. Yeah, facts, facts. So, hey, question, man. If you had a chance to make music um for any three artists, dead or alive, future, past, or present, who would those three artists be? What type of song would you make, and why would you make that song?
Um,
And you can think about it. You got plenty of time. Think about it. Don't just, jump out there and say anybody. Now I'm gonna ask you one more time so you can,
it's
get
the
clarity.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. The past is timeless, so I don't really have nobody that I want to work with the past because that music is good already. But like as future reference, I want to work with Jace. I want to work with Tyler the Creator, Pharrell, like I said. Um, and as a I don't know, probably a videographer. I want to work with Lyrical Lemonade.
Okay, okay. So now, okay, so now, what type of song would you make with Jace? Now
Uh,
it's your song. Don't get me now. This is your song. They just featuring, so you controlling everything. So Jace, what type of song would you make with him?
probably probably like something ambient, melodic, probably some trap music. Maybe a diss track for no reason.
Okay, all right. So why would you choose to make that type of song with Jace?
Shoot, I mean, it would be like a fan to the artist type of thing. It wouldn't be just like, oh, I want to work with you because you up type of thing. It'll be like an experience that I want to get. Working with one of my favorite artists.
Okay, okay, okay. And I gotta look this Jace up, man. And then you said Pharrell. What type of song would you make with under Pharrell production? Because I'm pretty sure Pharrell would be doing the production.
Um, I make house music.
House music. You said that. So
Yeah.
why house music? So why house music? Because you think that's just Pharrell style of music for you?
I mean, Pharrell got a very unique sound.
Uh-huh.
As a producer and an artist, Pharrell, he paved the way for a lot of these sounds. And I've heard his music outside of the mainstream. When with him and Nerd and pretty much everybody else that he normally seen with on the scene. Um, yeah, Pharrell kind of drew me towards that side where I found Tyler the Creator.
Okay, so let's stay here for a minute. So I've been here. So you've been saying Pharrell. So okay, you said Jace Pharrell, and what was the last one you said before? I don't want to forget that last one.
Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator. So now let's stick with Pharrell for a minute. So Pharrell, being that you're like only 24, like how did you come on to Pharrell?
I was young when I actually heard Pharrell.
You keep saying you young, like you ain't young.
Like I say, I was like a kid, like 6 years old. Hearing those different kinds of songs, from R&B to just him with Snoop Dogg, and then the band side. Like
So, but what stuck out about Pharrell? Because it's like you saying Pharrell, and I'm like, a lot of 24-year-old individuals don't know who Pharrell is. You know this, right? You do know this, right?
lying, they probably lying. Everybody heard Pharrell, especially with Justin
So,
Timberlake.
so do you think? So you think if I'm not talking about popularity wise. So you think if you ask a lot of 24-year-olds that they know who Pharrell is?
They probably do. I mean, you can't actually not like the Snoop Dogg feature with Pharrell.
But you said you got outside of that, meaning you got into the catalog with the nerds because before Pharrell was with the Snoop Dogs and on the Busta Rhymes, he was with the nerds and he was producing it and they was coming out into their own as teenagers. Like you see what I'm saying? So you got into that. Like how many 24-year-olds? Yeah, they know about the Snoop. They might again, like I said, because of the popularity, but it seems like you took the time out to really get into, what he does, So what actually besides so it was just his sound that drew you to him? I'm trying to find out the connection of the Pharrell.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning, everything I do music is experimental. So like me actually finding these sounds was me like looking and just I had like a code system for when I wanted to listen to new music instead of the same songs repetitively. So like if I found a new genre, I stuck with that new genre. And
Mm.
that's when, you know, it went from Pharrell to Tyler the Creator to me finding Nerd and then all of these other artists like Daft Punk, Calvin Harris, Skrillex. And then like it kept going down. It started as a triangle though. So like I was that Loiter Squad kid, the Trying Cat kid, you know, a bunch of stuff. I, I could say.
So he said, "What's house music? Chicago house." So, brother Prometheus, so house music, so house music here in Chicago is different. So I guess the question would be before we get to the Tyler Creator, my moderator, he's asking, "What's house music?" So, can you explain to him what do you mean by house music when you say house music?
I mean, um, it's this house is different. It's kind of like upbeat. It can also sound like a '70s classic. It can it can be classical, futuristic, transient, ambient. It's kind of like a very experimental genre because there's a range of sounds that goes through it. Even like EDM house, where a genre and a genre is put together, slapped together, and it becomes a whole new sound.
So basically, with some of the same influences as regular Chicago house music, like it's just house music, just like you say, just like with for the younger folks, just like with an upper tempo, same difference, man. House music, I think house music is house music all around the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you said Tyler Creator, Tyler the Creator. What kind of song would you make with that crazy individual and why?
He not that individual no more. I mean, I've seen him through the Loiter Squad, stages and the bastard and the goblin and radical and a bunch of different other ones. So
Mm-hmm.
I was there to see his whole thing change from like cherry. I guess he made his mark with Cherry Bomb because that was like the album that was loud and speaking directly to you. That whole album was just speaking directly to you. Like he gonna do this, and then I could say yeah, Tyler the Creator. He took it to a whole nother level.
Okay, he took it to a whole nother level. Slim Ballin', Slim Ballin'. Are you still in the building, Slim Ballin'? Slim Ballin'. If you in the building, man, step to the front for me, man. If you still in the building, Uncle P say, okay, he got it, he got it, he got it, he got it, he got it. Yeah. So you oh man, Tyler crazy, man. So what type of song would you make with him, man? What type like would you make a typical Tyler Creator song, or would you try to make it your own and get him to go your way?
Um, I want to make something not rap wise
Mm.
because he's not really just a rap artist. He does other music. So like I would say something in the lines between like a jazz mixture, mixed with a classical sound. I would do his sound with him and work with him as Cardi K. Like that's how I do it.
Oh, so you just say jazz. Okay, so you into jazz too? You do jazz and blues?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, a lot of younger folks, man, when we mention these like jazz and blues, is that it's like it's unheard of or it's like some uncharted territory. for a lot of younger people. So you being, especially being a hip hop artist, I like the fact that you mentioned all these different genres of music. From the EDMs to the jazz and to the blues and the house music and stuff like that, man. So it seems like you're a well versed, well rounded young man when it comes to the music. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's most definitely a good thing, man. Hey, so let's get into another track of yours, man. I'm gonna pick this next one, man. We let you pick diamonds, and you know what I'm saying. We let you get the diamonds, man. Let me see. Any, mini, money, mo. Do I want to play late, major K? Let's see what I want to play. Let me see, man. Let me see which one jumps out to me, man. Which one jump out to me, man? Let's listen to Purified. So tell me something about Purified. What's to that song?
I was trying just a sound. I was trying to see how I could change over my sound to, fit a liking that is not of my own. I'm trying to gravitate an audience, like grab an audience, basically, with this song.
Okay, let's check it out, y'all. It's called Purified by Karti KV. Let's get into it.
Can you tell which app is a trap?
Oh, you got to pay for everything. Let's get to it.
See it right the first time, swinging from that drum line. Oh, the God that my bro don't catch a case. Praying I could do right one time, really losing my mind. The God that I just could float away. Follow me to the end of the road. I've been hoping I could let this pain go. See some people watch me bleed out, chilling while I'm left out. I just wanna leave behind my old way. Time to stand up on my feet, nah. Put that shit on speed dial. Laser pointed dot up on his face. See they running from my heat, nah. Steady getting geek, nah. Seems you really wanna take my place. I can't stand that, I feel so cold. Really thought that you could let me go. Took off running from the street, shit just got me beat down. Fuck 'em now, I'm closing on my door. God, please, why you ain't been calling on me? Can you really see a nigga pray for peace? She be floating through my head, I'm supposed to be in bed. Can't you really help a nigga get to sleep? Said I don't really want this shit, how the fuck you figure this? When the fuck I told you speak for me? I don't want a total blick, sitting in a black Benz. Now they get to see a nigga eat. Turn all my diamonds into motherfucking roses. I keep on seeing all my demons getting close. You bitches thinking that I'm scared, pray to God and bow your head, cause I'm coming for your motherfucking throat. I just told him I'm a legendary nigga. Got a blick, but I ain't seen no lift a finger. Send a diss and I appeal you with my sting. Keep me chillin' and I'm shining for my people. You get hit up in your dome, watch the blood up on my clothes. You won't see.
Show some love, chat. Karti KV in the building, y'all.
You a digging cut the toes, then she calling from the store. You can't tell me how to live through all this pain.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Yeah, I like that one, man. That had a little flow to it, man. I like that, man. Where'd you get that beat from?
It's something I just searched up.
Okay. I like that one, man. That was kind of decent, man. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of decent. Hey, man, but but again, man, make sure you sticking to, man, getting your own music out there, your own production, and highlighting and pushing your own, because a lot of times, man. So do you got a song, man, with original all original production under the Karti KV?
I'm working on one. It's gonna be with me and Novocaine.
Okay. Okay.
Appreciate
Uncle P say this track is light years ahead. Yeah, man. I liked it that last track. So for me, that last one, bro, like out of all the ones I played, um, you know what I'm saying? Well, I can see the growth. Like you said, with a little salsa, you was in ninth grade. So I see the elevation and growth and the difference in the music from then. Even though I liked it that first song was decent. Don't get me wrong. That was dope. I liked that first one because it was raw and it was raunchy. And you should go back and remaster it and do it again. You know what I'm saying? But I could see the growth and the elevation from Lil Sauce. I haven't heard nothing from KO Knoxville, but you know, this ending result with Cardi KV, I can see the more polishedness in the music, you know what I'm saying?
I have to send you a KO Knoxville file to the email one of these days.
Oh, well, you know, every Saturday, man, you know, hey, this don't stop every Saturday, man. Everybody that I done interviewed and highlighted on Bearded Studios, every Saturday from 9 to 2. Hey, so make sure y'all back in the building tomorrow night, man. I play all the artists' music. So, man, you're more than welcome to slide back tomorrow, man. Give you a wrench, you know, drop them links, man. And most definitely, man, I'll spin your music. You too, Miss Nova Kane. Come in the building, man. You know, hey, we be here, man. This is what we do every Friday and Saturday. We find the independent music artists to highlight and promote their music. And every Saturday we spin them, man. So y'all more than welcome to come in the building anytime y'all want to, man. Big ups to you, Cardi KV. Hey, one last time. Well, I ain't gonna say one last time. One more time. Tell the people where they can find you, man. What your name is, where your music at. You know, the sites that you own. Give them your Instagram, your TikToks, and everything, man. Let the people know who you is.
Yeah, my Instagram is the only Cardi KV official. You can find me on all platforms, you know, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube Music, Deezer, pretty much everything. I dropped through DistroKid, so it distributed. You can even Google search me at Cardi KV. Just search your Cardi KV music, Cardi KV songs. I'm gonna pop up. I'll be the first link, the first description, all of it.
Y'all see it. It's spelled right there in the background. Cardi KV, man. Y'all see my boy, man. Hey, man. So as far as an album, man, you so I see a lot of the songs that you just dropping songs like do you got a project that you're working on that you're trying to put out or have you been thinking about putting a project together like an album that tells us well not necessarily just telling a story but just an album period or just a work or a project?
I'm getting down to it. I just actually mixed and mastered the song before we started the interview, so I'm getting down to it right now.
So where that song got, man? Why you ain't send us that song so we can hear that song? Where that's at? Where that's at? Let us get a preview of that, man.
It's let's see. I had to send that file to you because
Oh man, yeah, you can send it to the email, man. Send that to the email, man.
uh,
Uh, hold on, man. Let me put the email on the screen for you, man. Oh no, you got my email, man. You got it. You got it. You got it, man. Let us hear that fresh, that new hotness, man, that you got, man. Let us hear that new hotness, man. You holding out. Cardi K holding out on us, y'all.
Hold on.
Cardi K is holding out on us, y'all. Can y'all believe it, man? He come to an interview, say he got some new hotness, and he don't want to drop the new hotness, man. Got to drop the new hotness on right here on Bearded Studios, man. New hotness, man. We getting it fresh off the presses from Cardi KV. You hear me? Hey man, hey, also I want to say big ups to everybody in the building tonight. Everybody, man. Uncle P, big ups to Uncle P, man. Big ups to Nova Kane. Big ups to Nostalgic Sounds ENT. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Miss Kimber for becoming a grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Murdoch Wins. Hey man, big ups to Reginald. Reginald, what's going on, my boy, man? Big ups, big ups, big ups. TLS was in the building. Ali Muhammad, what's going on? Paz Biden, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Isaac Braden, Elohim, risen to Christ. What's going on, man? Peace and blessings and respects to everybody that's in the building tonight, man. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, share the stream, and also, man, hey, let me see something in that super chat, man. Support the stream, man. We got a link scrolling down at the bottom, man. If y'all want to support the stream, you can hit that Cash App. That's $BeardedBuckZ with a Z, or you can hit that link pinned at the top of the chat by your boy Coffee. I like it black with a breakfast bagel sandwich in the morning. Or again, y'all can hit that super chat, man. Hey, support the stream, support the stream, support the stream. But yeah, man, that new hotness, man. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? It don't take all day to find a new hotness, man.
I sent it to you. It's called Skylander.
Let's see if I got it, man. You know what I'm saying? He trying not to give us the new hotness, y'all. Say Skylander?
Yeah. I just called it that. It ain't gonna be an official name.
Would you send it to the Beer Gangers Con?
Yep.
I don't see it, man. Hold on, wait. No. What is this? Nope. That ain't it. Maybe it ain't come through, man. We gotta refresh. Let me go check and see if it hit the trash or something, man.
Probably the spam. I seen like a lot of music through my email.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Here it goes. Skylander. Y'all, let's get into this Skylander, man. This new hotness, man. He was trying to avoid giving us the new hotness.
No, it ain't enough. I get higher than the sun. Yeah, what they really want. Get no fuss about your love. Pour that drink up in my cup. I don't see him in the crowd. Yeah, hopping on the jet. I ain't seen him in a while. Got these diamonds around my neck. I dip out that bed with that money on my mind. I just want that check. I've been running out of time. Really think he can. Pussy nigga might get slammed. Take her to the mall. Get your nail number 9.
Black girl like to get white girl waist. Take her to the tally, then she get butt naked. I might pop up on the scene, get some motherfucking waste. I might count 100 bands in they motherfucking face.
Got 200 in my mag, hit that gas, turn on tour, I got my honeys in a bag. Now you mad, baby, leave me alone. Swear by the letter, no more than a gun. Count me a check and I'm making it grow. Blow out that back and I'm sending it home. Really been doing this shit on my own. How about a powder, don't get us some home. Really not giving a fuck what you want. Spending my socks on a motherfucking chrome hard. She just been leaving me ghost. Spitting this shit that'll be what I want. Think I lost my fucking mind. Shoot my stick from the motherfucking front seat. I don't wasted so much time. What enough do you want from me? Feel like I'm motherfucking dead on me. Maybe just motherfucking dance on me. Feel like I'm motherfucking body softly. Got all they motherfucking eyes on me. I'm gonna let me shine. Cause you might call me a pink gunny. I'ma drop my fucking tongue. Need me a bitch that do it all. Take 2 shots and I go to Mars. Baby girl, can I get you home? They right here might go too far. Baby girl, took off a club. Hop in the bed screen, Baby girl, with a mouth so wide. Take 2 puffs and I get too high. Get too close and I lose my mind. Thought of my fate, can't believe my eye. Don't wanna be that same old girl. Change my fate when I live that life. Black girl like to get white girl waist. Take it to the telly, then she get butt naked. I might pop up on the scene, get some motherfucking waste. I might count 100 bands in they motherfucking face. Yeah, ho. Yeah, ho. Yeah. Yeah, ho. Yeah.
Dom DeMarco.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Yeah, man. I like it, man. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. It's a vibe. So you get me like so it's kind of like stoner music slash vibe music slash I don't want to say that depressive type shit, but it's that monotone type feel with just a little bit of sauciness on it. You know what I'm saying? It's different. I like it. 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 You know, I see you in that auto tune, boy. But when you came in with your real voice, man, that I like the fact that you did that because it kind of, gave the song a different type of feel. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like, I think you should do a lot more songs like that too as well. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Use the auto tune and hit them with the real voice. You know what I'm saying? Give it different. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. So, hey man, Mount Rushmore, man. I'm gonna give you so you know about the presidential Mount Rushmore, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so your Mount Rushmore, man. Give me your Mount Rushmore of hip hop, and I'm gonna give you a reserve.
Okay.
So the four people that's and I know your shit finna be wild. But I'm not knocking it because you'd be surprised what I done heard up here. You know what I'm saying? Or who on people's Mount Rushmore. So I ain't mad at nobody's personal Mount Rushmore. But give me your Mount Rushmore and your one reserve.
Okay. My Mount Rushmore would be Scarface, Pharrell, Tyler the Creator, um, Skrillex. And then my reserve would be Autumn.
I ain't mad at the Scarface. You know what I'm saying? Um, I definitely ain't mad at the Scarface because Scarface is on my Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Scarface is on my Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to Scarface. But and like I say, Pharrell ain't mad at now. Skrilla, who the hell is Skrillex? Skrillex. You said Skrillex?
He started out real early. Like he was one of those early 2000, EDM artists, dubstep artists. But like he was the best of all time. Like that music tops all music that you would hear in that genre.
So you said EDM, so that's electronic dance music, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not really a big EDM fan. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I have heard some EDM that I like, but I'm not really a big EDM fan. You know what I'm saying? So Skrillex, so we got Scarface, Keeper, we got my boy Pharrell, we got Skrillex, and what was the other one you said?
Tyler the
Tyler the Creator, and your backup was
Autumn.
Autumn. Who is Autumn?
Twin Uzis. He's one of the underground on the underground scene. Like not like he's mainstream underground. Like he just swept the scene and kept going kind of style. But he also go by the name Twin Uzis.
Twin Uzis.
Yeah.
So is he a younger guy?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, what type of oh Lord, Twin Uzis. I can only imagine what type of music he making, man.
I mean, it's more like that rap R&B style.
Okay. Okay. More melodic, you know what I'm saying, a little flavor in it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that ain't a bad Mount Rushmore, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got Scarface on there, man. With Scarface on there, you can't have a bad Mount Rushmore. Then you gonna back them over for real. Now the Tyler the Creator,
Skrillex the one
eh.
song with all three of them, and it still be a good song.
Well, you know what? I believe it. I believe it. When creative people and people with talent come together to create and actually want to create and want to make a great project. I believe Tyler and Scarface can make some great music off of Pharrell production. Most definitely, most definitely. But before we jumped off into that, man, we was talking about this album, man. So you say so this Skylander is a song. You said that you just recently finished doing and working on. So as far as an album go, bro, or EP, how soon or how later or are we working on that right now or how many so are you are you going to do an EP or are you going to come out with an album? Which one you going to do first?
This time around, I'm gonna try to do an album. I'm gonna take my time with this album. So
How many songs?
I'm gonna try to give it like 8-9 songs.
Okay.
I'm gonna definitely try to push out 8 or 9 songs. Push out 8-9 songs on that.
9 songs on the album. So with this album that you know want to try to push these 89 songs out on, what's going to be the story behind this album? What's going to be the message? What's going to be the melodic influence that you want the people to take from this up and coming project that you're trying to put out to the universe?
Definitely, I want to go viral. I want to just be the one to sweep the scene, take over the internet.
They definitely want to go viral. Oh man. Um, but besides going viral though, bro, like you know, you putting your heart and your soul into your music, like for real. Like, what message, like, what do you want the people to take besides going viral and getting your music heard and played everywhere? What inspiration or what messages would you like the people to take from the music that you're giving them?
Uh, don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Even if you gotta take little breaks here and there, try your best to get the most done out of your work.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hard work, hard effort, and you know what I'm saying, never give up, keep going, keep persevering. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to be different, be different. You know? So yeah, man, more power to you, man. So are you gonna have any features? So you know your group. Do you with your clique, are you having have you had any thoughts about putting Miss Novocaine or any other guys in your group on the album?
Mm, we may get around to that. I haven't really thought of no features yet. I just started today on this album, this project. But it's the way I'm gonna manifest it. So I'm gonna talk about it so it can get done while I'm getting other things taken care of.
Facts, facts, facts. That's what's up. What's up, man? That's what's up. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Keep going. Don't stop, man. You know, seem like you got a good head on your shoulder, man. School. So you say you're 24. You working or you in college out there, or you just strictly solely doing your music thing?
A little bit of both. I just graduated last year from college.
Oh man. Okay, hold on, man. What college you graduate from, brother?
Atlanta Technical.
Hey man, big ups to Karti KV, man. Last year graduate from Atlanta Technical, man. What type of degree did you receive, young man?
Automotive tech.
Most definitely, man. Big ups to you, man, for receiving that automotive tech degree, man. You know what I'm saying? You certified and bona fide and insured and licensed and bonded, man, to fix on people's cars. That's a skill, that's a trade that you can always take with you, brother. And again, man, you know, even if you have a son or a daughter, man, you know, that's a skill that you can teach them. And you know, that can always take care of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to you for that, man, because that's a trade within itself, you know. So man, respect, man. And the young brother only 24, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, man. I always keep working, man, and I always keep striving and I always keep, you know what I'm saying, reaching and obtaining your goals, man. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. What it's about. So you like the alley mechanic out there in Georgia, huh?
Nah,
Nah,
I ain't
nah.
done no more work on no cars in a while. I just been solely trying to just work and try to figure out these algorithms. Like, I just want to invest into what I see going bigger.
So what are some of the things that you see going bigger that you want to invest in?
Definitely stock market, and then try to get my belt, try to get my weight in on on social media. Try to understand these different algorithms, the time frames to be able to post and get more people. I really want to try to gravitate more people into the scenery so they can see what's going on, because I'm not really the one that just show out and do all types of stuff on the internet, even though that's what they look for and expect.
Right. Right.
Like, I want to just be that one. I want to bring a old style back to a new age. How it used to be, like that SoundCloud rapper feel. You know that
Yeah.
that happy. That happy rap, happy high rap.
Hey, no, man, listen, man. That's needed, bro. That's that balance, and it'll be like, refreshing in a new outlook, well, not necessarily a new outlook, but an old outlook, to what's going on, in the present here. Because like you say, man, it's a lot of that drill rap, it's a lot of that we slide on the ops, it's a lot of killing, like you say, that happy rap, man, that old school nostalgia type, boom bap, happy rap, you know what I'm saying? When we was going outside or we kicking and hanging out every day, you chilling with your, that type of, let's party, we vibing, less violence, you know what I'm saying? So, man, again, I appreciate that too as well. That's why I say, man, when I heard your song, it's a vibe. It's not necessarily, we riding out and we shooting 10 people and, I'm talking about, we running from the police and, oh man, don't get me wrong. I do listen to some of that. But again, man, sometimes it's just like, it'd be like, whoa, too much. You know what I'm saying? And a
Yeah,
lot
I mean, today age people losing money, so like that sad drill music, is where they gonna express themselves. But eventually, people gonna grow tired of it, and they gonna want something new, and that's where,
you come
yeah,
in.
yeah, I'm gonna be the first in line. I want to be the first in line for it, because you know everything about killing somebody or selling something, doing something to somebody. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just want to hear it no more.
Yeah, and then like you say, man, when that time come around, you could be that fire starter or that person that's leading the way for, back to the happy rap or back as you call it. You know what I'm saying? Back to that house music, back to that, what I'm saying, that good feeling music. So most definitely, man. Whenever I hear you, man, most definitely, man, I'ma support and push you, man. Also, man, let me ask you this. I done played a few of your songs. I like to ask all the artists that I interview and that I bring on the channel, man, if it's okay that I play any of your music, because I might want to open up, one of my shows with a song of yours or something like that, or man, I might want to play something on a Saturday night. You know what I'm saying, to help push and promote and get your sound out there. You know what I'm saying? So I always ask if it's okay if I can display and play y'all music.
Yeah, that's cool. Definitely.
Most definitely, man. I always got to get permission, man. I always got to get permission, man. Most definitely, man. But yeah, man. So, like I say, man, you could be the front runner on that, man. Bringing back that good feeling rap, because it's needed. Like I say, it's a balance, man, and we gotta have that balance. And being the age that you are, and not saying that I'm looking down on the younger folk, but they tend not to, go that route. They tend to go, with what's popular or what's trending. And you know what I'm saying? And they make that type of music or that crash out rap or those different type of genres like the drill rap and all that shit. You know what I'm saying, man? And
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong, like I say, it's cool, but it's good. It's a good feeling when it's different.
yeah, that's what I try to be most of the time.
My only thing and suggestion to you is cut back on that auto tune, my boy. That I think you really can do some things with your own voice, man. Like that. Don't get me wrong, auto tune is nice, man, but come on back with that voice you got, man. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And your team too, man. Do you guys got a song with all of y'all on there?
You said who?
Do your squad? Do y'all have a song with all five of y'all?
Nah,
See,
nah.
y'all, you might want to get one of them done. You know what I'm saying? You might want to start working on the joint for that and get that out there. So everybody can get the promo. You know what I'm saying?
They talk about it, but like, it has yet to be done.
Yeah, I know, man. I know sometimes it's easier said than done. But so question: Are all y'all located in East Atlanta?
Yeah, we
Oh,
just we just separated at the moment. That's
Oh, okay, yeah, man. Well, man, it ain't nothing, man, to pick up that phone and reach out, man, and talk to everybody, and let's see what the schedule permits, man, and let's come together and do something, man. Most definitely, you know.
The rap Avengers, you know, we come together when it's time.
Yeah, man, and it might be that time, man. Might be that time. You know, it ain't no better time than the present. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all can come together, get a project going. And like I said, also it'll promote not only, you know what I'm saying, your MC skills, but your engineering prowess, with mixing, the vocals and stuff like that and mastering the music. So man, it's always a good thing, man. Hey man, we got some people in the building, man. Hey man, listen, man, we got Karti KV in the building, man. Bearded Studios presents Karti KV tonight, man. Young boy from East Atlanta, 24, man. He got good music, man. If y'all want to check him out, man, y'all can reach him out on TikTok, man. Karti KV on TikTok. He on BandLab, SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? YouTube Music, Karti KV. And he on Instagram as the official what?
The official Karti KV. Hold on, the only Karti KV official.
The only Karti KV official on Instagram, man. So if y'all like any of the music, man, that we didn't play from this young guy, man, most definitely y'all check him out. Get in tune with him. Let's get to another song, though. Let's get to another song, man. I don't think we played enough of your music, man. I want the people to hear you. You know what I'm talking about? I want the people to hear you. So the next song that I'm finna choose is let me see. So we played that Purified. That Purified was dope. I Can't Go Back Now. Tell us a little bit about that song.
That one gonna be re-released on the album as well. That was something I did. Just woke up out of my sleep. I had a crazy dream. Like I ain't dream about making a song like some people put it, but like I just had a dream, and I stuck with that feeling I felt when I was waking up out of my sleep to make a song. It was kind of like one of those Frankenstein moments. I just grabbed the first thing that was next to me and started doing something.
Okay. So, so what can we expect from this song, then? So, can we? It's kind of. So, do it sound like it's all over the place?
No, it'll be more like a relaxed tone. Probably like something that somebody would listen to on a drive, or just like something somebody will venture off to on a lonesome.
Okay. Let's get into it, man. I Can't Go Back Now, man, by Karti KV, man. Let's check it out.
I can't stand you,
Shawty just a bad bitch. Diamonds on my wrist. 30 in my clip while I'm up inside the whip. I'm not new to this. Draw the top up on this bitch. Say my name again. Yeah, she know I love that shit. Put that ass on me again. Back it back and let me hit. I'm in that big body Benz, throwing money on that bitch. I just know I wanna win. I don't ever wanna lose again. And she swerving. I don't need no fucking friend. Let me take her off the lot again. Got my princess in her front. She can't help but shade that for me. Baby, run my blunt. I just let her fucking float away. Baby, when we fuck, let me hear you say my fucking name. No, it's not enough. I spend that money on my diamond chain. 100 on my piggy ring. Can't forget about my rainy days. Sip on drinking, float away. For that money, I won't ever change. You been talking, I'ma let it rain. Foot up on the gas and I just go to space, spinning till I can't sleep. Sipping on a Hennessy, don't care what the fuck you mean. No, I will not fucking leave. Let me get my mental straight. I don't do no dinner date. Flying on the interstate. Told them hoes I never change. Let me girl forget the pain. I just wanna get away. Really flying state to state. Throw that money in their face. Shawty just a bad bitch. Diamonds on my wrist. 30 in my clip while I'm up inside the whip. I'm not new to this. Draw the top up on this bitch. Say my name again. Yeah, she know I love that shit.
Dom DeMarco.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Okay, I see you. I see you. Diamonds on my red. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I see you, man. Feel good music, man. Hey, I like that though. I like that sound, man. I like that sound. I can't go back now. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so you say you had a bad dream. It was a bad dream, and you woke up with that. It came up with that.
Nah, it wasn't a bad dream.
Oh,
I have these weird lucid dreams all the time.
okay, okay,
Like
okay. All right.
it don't make sense. I mean, it ain't like I'm seeing dragons and aliens in them. Nah, it be like some like I can't explain it, but it be like, family appearing in it, and then we had these crazy get-togethers in my dreams and all of this stuff. And then I end up in another place with family and people I used to like hang with and go to school with. But as adults, as we are now, I don't know. I can't explain it, but they lucid. I remember them all in consent
Mhm.
from the weird ones where it was like demons and dragons, and like it just evolved into this reality where like now when I wake up, I don't know if like where I'm at is real no more. You know?
Yeah, that's dope. But see, but that's excuse me, that's dope, man. That your mind is able to recall, your dreams like that and so vividly, and you can tell them so intricately, and you can remember them. Sorry, so intricately in detail. Everybody can't do that. A lot of people, when they dream and they wake up, shit, that dream lost and is gone you know. So man, brother, you got a powerful young mind there, man, and man, make sure you keep exercising and using it. Do you draw or anything like that? You know how to draw? You do any artwork?
I used to.
Mm,
When
mm,
me stop. I only draw eyes and like symbols and stuff like that.
mm. Okay, okay, okay. So what's to the only the eyes and the symbols? What's to that?
It just come naturally. I don't know why, but like naturally, that's what I instinctively draw.
Mm,
Whether
mm.
it's the Eye of Horus or just writing regular words into different formats and stuff.
Okay, okay. Well, let's get into a little bit of you, man. As far as religious, do you got a religious background? Um,
Yeah,
or a spiritual belief or faith or anything like that that you follow?
yeah, Christianity, then just plain old meditation.
Okay, most definitely. Facts, facts, facts. Christianity and just plain old meditation. That's what's up, man. That's always to each his own, I always encourage, those that believe in what they believe in to, stick to it and stay committed and convicted inside of that. Because if it makes you a better person or a more productive person or, just a calmer individual, just period, stick to it. So, big ups to you for that. By being so young, a lot of times, people say it, but they really not with it or they really don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just say it because this is the thing to say, because everybody said, because everybody know that you either supposed to do this or you ain't supposed to do that. But again, um, just by talking to you and you know what I'm saying, and your tone and your vibe and your aura, I get that spiritualness, what I'm saying, coming from you. That's why I asked you that question. And then your creative side it seems to be like real heavy, what I'm saying, in the forefront of everything that you do. And I see the time that you like to take, well, at least the time that you're telling us that you like to take, but I can see it, just like I say, just by the conversation, I can see the time that you take and put into your craft. So, um, do your religious background have any influence on the type of music that you put out or the type of person that you display inside of the music that you put out?
It's becoming that. I could say it's starting to become that. That I can't go back now would be like the frontal representation of what it's starting to become.
Mm. Can't go back now. So can't go back from what? So within that title, we can get it. We can get a lot or ask a lot. So within that title itself, that's a nice title. So um, like you say, that's the beginning stages of 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 that spiritual side. Going into the music. So what are we can't? So the title is I can't go back now. We can't go back from what?
See it transitioning to a better life, a better lifestyle in the whole. So I just can't go back to where it all started, where I'm spending excessive money, running out of this, running out of this, running out of that.
Yeah, got to be a little bit more frugal and a little bit more thoughtful in the choices and decisions that you make. You know what I'm saying, as they pertain to the advancement of your life. That's facts. And as a young man, I'm glad that you learning that and you're developing that skill. Um, and also, I heard you talk about the stock market and things of that nature. So, have you invested in any stock, or have you started a portfolio, or is that just something that you're interested in?
That's something I'm interested in. I do a lot of information searching on, a lot of stuff. Like I like to learn it visually, so YouTube is my go-to. I don't even go to Google to find out. Um, Through Instagram is how I figured out IULs and tax write-offs and a whole bunch of stuff that I could use when I get to the place I want to be and I'm going and heading to.
Yeah. So also, I want to let you know when you see stuff like that, not only when you see it, so sometimes you have to go into the Google, go into other places to do research. I always encourage all my young people, all my old people, all my middle aged people to do their due diligence, to do their proper vet work, and to do the research. So when you see these type of things, brother, it's encouraged that you go do the research behind it, man. That you go look into it, especially when you're talking about the IULs and all these tax write-offs, because there's a lot that go into it, and then the only way to be properly and well equipped to do these things when it's time for you to do these things once you reach that plateau or once you reach that point that you want to be. What I'm saying? You need to know how to do these things. Or even if you want to hire someone to do these things for you, you still want to be able to keep up and know what's going on. So don't get me wrong. I ain't saying YouTube and Instagram and being a visual individual. That's because a lot of us are visual learners. But get your hands dirty, man, and do a little bit more research and a little bit more fact finding and you know what I'm saying, and just checking it out just a little bit more in depth. So won't no mistakes be made.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. And also, man, if you say you're interested in stocks, like I say, besides maybe find you a mentor or someone like that, man. Or a person that you might know that's already into the stocks, and maybe they can, guide you to the right information or to the right person to help you. I believe that's one of the main principles that we as melanated individuals, especially for me being an older man, that's something that we should be providing to our youth. Younger brothers like yourself, ages 24, that's in the music game or just want to do stocks or any type of profession that you in. Financial literacy. From the time that we're young, from the ages of 4 to 5 on up, we should be telling and teaching this to our people, man, and also telling them about trades. I'm not against traditional college, but like you say, man, Atlanta Technical, you got a degree in the mechanics. Listen, that's something that can always, like I say, help you. Even though you might not be doing it, but it's always useful. But yeah, man, that financial literacy, man, that's very important, man. I'm glad that you into stuff like that besides just your music, because it takes more than just the music, saying to provide for your family. So not saying that you have a family, but you might want to have a family, and these are just some of the jewels and gems that you might want to pass down to your children or your significant other, in order to help y'all, stay straight and keep the family building and progressing. So, again, man, like I say, man, big ups to you, man. Like I say, man, your mind, man, bro, young man, this is one of the for me, from the younger people that I've interviewed, you're one of this is one of the best interviews that I've conducted. You know what I'm saying? As far as your mindset and your vision and your plan and where you want to go.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Uh,
most definitely.
I'm getting myself ready for them crazy interviews like Adam 22 and academics and all.
Yeah.
They're the ones that's gonna reel me up to say anything.
Yeah, see, so me, and a lot of times, I could do the same thing, bro. But for me, I try to get the people that I bring on. I want them comfortable. I want them relaxed. You know what I'm saying? I try to get a people insight to you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to talk to the people and let the people know about you. Not necessarily the craziness and about. I can get up here and say, man, do you smoke weed? Do you drink? What type of drink you like, man? How many hoes you got? You got kids? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or have you met any motherfucker like, man? You, all type of craziness, man. And I ain't gonna necessarily
Yeah,
craziness, but
but you
that's what makes the numbers go up.
that's the thing. You're not clip farming. They go for the clip farming. Get
Yeah,
any reaction.
yeah. Yeah, so most of the things that I'm gonna ask you, man, I'm asking you whether people like it or not. I'm asking you from a person that wants to see you, what I'm saying, gain the success. I'm also asking from a mentor standpoint. I'm also asking from a father standpoint. I'm also asking from a fan standpoint. I'm also asking from a person that's just sitting up here, holding a conversation with you standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So I want to touch all of that because I believe that's important and that's what gets us to know who you are, you know, besides the music that you make. And that's important, because I believe that, like you say, you're 24, man. I always preach and practice on my channel Monday through Thursday when we talking about more heavier topics about, effective communication and you being the age that you are and being well spoken, being able to effectively communicate with you so that you feel more comfortable to even come up here and grace me, and my channel with the interview, man. Because like I say, man, you're a well-spoken young brother, man. This is one of the one of my better interviews that I conducted, out of the younger people. I like that, man. It ain't a lot of if ums and you know what I'm saying. You talking, bro. You speaking in sentences. You know what I'm saying. And not saying that there's nothing wrong with the slang and ebonics. I'm with it. I understand it. I speak it, but your vision, man. Just the things that you into and the things that you've been drawn to, man. I can tell that outside of whatever people may think about you, you know what I'm saying? You got something else going on,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because every time you say something, I notice every time you say something that you think might be a little weird or a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? You give a little laugh, like, you know what I'm saying? Most people might think that's kind of crazy type shit, but every time you say something, you know what I'm saying, you give a little laugh to like, but I already know, bro. And that's why I say I feel you, you know what I'm saying? Like everything that you saying, man, I'm with it. I'm on top of it, you know what I'm saying? So, and I wish a lot of other younger people were the same way, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully, the journey that you're taking, man, you can encourage other younger people to be influenced to, like you say, man, stock market, just be influenced to, work on their craft better and just not put out music, but take your time and work on it and make sure that it's done correctly before you put it out to the public. You know what I'm saying? Just take your time to realize and figure out what you want to do in life and not only just music, just to know that there's other things out there, like how you went to school and you got a trade in auto mechanics, like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, I hope that you are resonating that energy to other people, you know what I'm saying, that's around you and other younger brothers that you may come in contact with, because we need that. Each one teach one, man. Whatever you can do to help somebody else. And I know you helping yourself right now and that's easier said than done to actually extend your cable to your hand out to somebody else. But anytime that you can do that, you know what I'm saying, I can already tell and I already know you about to already do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You sound genuine, man. You got any siblings over there, man? Any brothers and sisters over there where you at?
Yeah. I got brothers and sisters.
Do they
And
do music?
no, I just got Well, two brothers that do music actually. But one hasn't started yet. He's 14, so he becoming, close to that. The one,
You ain't. What about the other brother that do it? You ain't never worked with your brother?
not necessarily. I mean, we done certain things, like
Yeah, yeah.
work, like show him how to work FL Studios and stuff. But he just tell me about him going to the studio with his friends and hanging out at the studio, stuff like that. We ain't got in depth, but when it come to it, and I go visit, and pretty soon I'm gonna go visit again. We may talk about it and get in depth with it.
He say we may talk about it. It sound like he a younger brother.
Yeah, he definitely 2 years younger than me.
Okay. Oh, okay. So he ain't that much younger. So he 22. Okay, so yeah, man, y'all might need to make it a family affair, man, and get down and see. You pull them up on the team, man. Y'all might make some good music together.
Most likely. Most likely.
Yeah, most likely, man. Hey, man, listen, man, I appreciate you for coming in the building tonight, man. You know what I'm saying, doing this 2 hours with us, man, and letting the people know about you and who you are, man. Karti KV, man. One last time, man. Let's give this young man a round of applause. Hey, man, listen, when you get that album and you get that LP together, man, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely make sure you come back to Bearded Studios, man, over here on Bearded Conversations, man, where we, talking about where we do it big, man. Make sure you bring that music back. Hey, and listen, bro, all your peoples, man, that's in your circle, man. If they got some music, man, or if you know any other up and coming artists, man, hey, man, lead them on over here, man. I'm already trying to get Novocaine, so Miss Novocaine, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get in contact with me. You know what I'm saying, man? But yeah, man, just spread the word, bro. I try to help, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, highlight independent music artists, man. A lot of times, some people might think I be, on some BS or playing, but no, man, it's some real shit, man. I bring y'all over here to the channel, man. I try to interview y'all, play y'all music, man, and let the people hear the best of you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. That's what we do. But before we get up out of here, and I let you say something to the people about this music struggle, man, I want to play one more from you, man. One more from you, and let the people hear who you are, man. Let me see what I'm gonna play for you today. What's till flavors? What's the flavors? Tell me about flavors. What's the flavors? You still there, Karti? Uh-oh, he might have froze up on us, y'all. But listen, anyway, if he come back or if he unfreeze, man, let me play this flavors. Maybe he can explain it later when he come back in or whatever the case may be. But let's play this flavors, man, by Karti KV, man. And again, man, big ups to the young boy from East Atlanta, man, coming through, blessing the platform.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Hello, you there? You back?
Yeah, I froze up.
Yeah, you froze up. Yeah. So this flavors, man, what's to this flavors joint you got?
Just another really just another experimental. That's all it is.
So I'm gonna play flavors now. I'm gonna ask you this before I play flavors, and I'm gonna play that out the flavor. So if it was a song right now, if I came to you right now and said, which song? Okay, well, if I came to you right now and said, man, what song is the song that you want to give me for me to play to somebody, to a group of people, a crowd, some A&R, some music execs, that any song that you made right now that you say, that's the song, that's it, this is the song that I think can take me to the top. What song would that be out of the songs that you done made?
I definitely tell you to be play Clairvoyance.
Okay, and I was looking at Clairvoyance, but we're gonna play flavors and then we're gonna get into this Clairvoyance. Hey man, let's get into this flavors by Karti KV, man, and then we're gonna get into that Clairvoyance, y'all.
go and let get it. Tell me I'm really the only one breaking your back. Baby, I don't wanna be him. Baby, the phantom, I didn't wanna get it off track. So I just bought me the beam. Run up on me, now you taking a nap. How about that private, no coming right back. Jump out the point, I'm swerving a leg. Couldn't believe you would do me like that. All I need is money and my dog. Keeping it going, I'm so strong. I'm gonna let this shit go. I'm gonna walk go. Don't wanna let your love go. Keeping that shit going on strong. Just wanna be on my own. Shorty went left, so I'm wrong. Doing the best I could do. Just wanna be over you. Give me the plain Jane. Getting so high, so I maintain. Women are cool while I chain lane. You niggas up on the same thing. I'm on a drug, I didn't even bring my mask, but I just brought my scope. I might fuck in your bitch, but I just want that bad, and I just need that dope. That's the way I'ma live. I don't even want you laughing, I don't even want you joking. I'ma stay on my path, I'ma just keep on going. Shawty be tripping, don't think about leaving. I'm in that private, don't go for the season. I do this shit for my motherfucking people. If we gon' fuck up the pay, then we bleed. I'm a rock star, living in the flesh. I do shit the best. Don't let me, girl, I just want that check. Baby, give me neck. Leaving it all on the shelf, guess that's why I left. Nigga in here with that belt, guess that's why I'm next. Bitch, I'm a Martian, putting you up in a starship. Baby, I don't wanna stop it. Feeling so good on the top with money inside of my pocket. Baby, we up in the cockpit, living with so many options, knowing I can't really stop it.
I like that Flavors, man. That Flavors was decent. That was decent. I fuck with Flavors, man. Yeah, that was a decent little. Like I say, man, all your music is a vibe, man. It's a vibe, you know. Even with the auto tune, you know, on certain songs, you know, when you chill, you know what I'm saying. It's like, man, you know, it's a vibe. But you say this clairvoyance is it. So, why did you pick clairvoyance? Like, why would that be the song that you say is your song? Is like, why is that your favorite joint?
It's really part of a new making. Clairvoyance was supposed to be a tape, per se. Sure, I can't really explain it as a whole because like it was supposed to be a tape, but then I was like, the time it took me to mix and master it, I just felt proud of that piece, so I put it out, and that it just became its own thing.
Okay, let's get into it, man. Let's check it out. Clairvoyance, y'all, by Karti KV.
Put that ass on me and see me in slow-mo, please. Look at my diamond, they stuck on freeze. Baby, just can you leave? She wanna be like me. That's what I'm talking about. Breaking the bed and put dick in her mouth. Head to the room and I'm busting it down. She wanna love me when I want her mouth. How in the hell did I figure it out? Oh no. Whole lot of money, but living in doubt. I just want me a brand new house. Take my hand and get pulled back out. I can't help but to chase that clout. To my left, got my head in the clouds. One wrong step, pull them right back down. I can't help but to smoke that loud. Up in the vector, should it be making my head hurt? Up in the top of the ledger, swinging my chain till my neck hurt. Getting her up in the bed first. I'ma be counting the M's up. Sipping this up at a big cup. Getting my money so high up. Know that I got me a bag on me. Put her ass on me. Send me that slow-mo, please. Hop in that motherfucking park, got diamonds on me. I'm so fresh, so clean. Baby, don't you leave. She like how I'm busting her down. I don't really get it, I'm stuck in the clouds. Need me away and I need it right now. I'm finally on the way up to the top. I'm keeping it going, I can't ever stop. Stick by my brother, we swinging them up. Bro said at E level, we pass it around. Down in the desert, I'm making her proud. Hop on a new wave, I'm making a sound.
Yeah, I like that one, Cardi. I like that one. Yeah, that was nice. That one was nice. That one was nice. You know what I'm saying? I could see that. I could see that being man in a video for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That song put me my mind into like the video. Like I seen a lot of visual flashing before me. That seemed like that'd be a dope video. Like that should be one of the first songs you make a video for.
Yeah, that's actually a song I do want to make a video to. That's why I'm thinking about what to do with it. I'm not really, you know, not really too much thinking about like what the song is as a whole. I kind of want to shoot visuals to a few of my songs that are brand new out the window, out the gate.
Most definitely, most definitely. So man, before we get up out of here, man, um, what would you like to tell up and coming, young people, man, that's trying to come into this music thing and do this music thing, man? What's some of the advice that you would give? And what would be something that you would tell to the younger people?
I definitely would say try your best to stand out and maybe, never be afraid to do what sound that comes to your heart and your mind at the same time. Like, don't second guess yourself when it comes to sound.
Facts, facts, man. Hey, man, y'all heard it here first, man. Bearded Studios, Karti KV, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, be different, man. Hey, don't second guess yourself, man. Always put yourself first and do what you do, man, once you get in that studio, man. Hey, one last time, man, let everybody know where they can find you, man. Let them know all your socials, man. All your tags, whatever, wherever you got your music at, man. Before we get up out of here, let everybody know where they can find you at Karti KV.
All platforms. You can also Google me, Safari, whatever, Karti KV, or Karti. Search up Karti KV songs, Karti KV music, and once I get around to it, it will be some visuals. I promise you.
And he promised he gonna be dropping those visuals for us, y'all. So, man, be on the lookout for Karti KV, man. Check him out on BandLab, SoundCloud, YouTube Music, man. Karti KV, man. We appreciate you for being in the building tonight, Miss Nova Kane, and your support and everybody that came in the building, man, that watched the stream, man. We most definitely appreciate you for coming in tonight, man. And like I say, man, whenever you got time, man, and you want to drop some new music and you want to come by and support the stream, man, you're more than welcome to do so, man. So big ups to you, man. I just want to wish you man, a good journey, man, and hopefully you do great things and continue to the road of success on the path that you're on with your music and any other things that you're trying to do in your life, young man. So again, I just want to say I appreciate you and thank you for giving me and my peoples over here the opportunity to interview you and play your music.
Word.
Yeah. Peace, man. Peace, man. Karti KV, y'all, man. Most definitely, man. Round of applause for that young man. Hey, man, that's it, y'all. Y'all know what it is. What you got? You was finna say something?
Nah, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And like I say, man, get the team together. Miss Nova Kane, man, come on over here, man. And like I say, man, let's do it again, man. Like I say, man, if you know anybody, man, come on, man, and bring them over here, man. And listen, man, you part of the family now. So, like I say, man, anytime you want to pop in, you're more than welcome to pop in and join the stream and, put your music down anytime you got something new that you want to drop. And, you want to come over here and have a listening party, man, you're more than welcome to do so, man. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, but anyway, y'all. Hey, man, we got a missing report. Hey, I want to do this real quick, y'all. Missing report, man. We got a missing report on Drake, 6 feet, you know what I'm saying? With 211 pounds, you know what I'm saying? 35 years of age, black hair, brown eyes, man. He been missing, y'all. We ain't seen Drake since Kendrick Lamar, you You know what I'm saying? Did that to his ass. You know what I'm saying, man? So if anybody out there know where Drake at, man, hey, holla at him. Tell him. hey, hey, tell him, man. Tell him we still love him, man. Listen, man. Hey, call this number, man. Blase woo 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 woo. And man, if anybody seen Drake, man, we got a missing person report out on Drake. If anybody seen Drake, tell him it's okay. He can come out. Again, the description: he's a 6 foot, light skinned, mixed male of African and Jewish descent, 35 years of age, black hair, brown eyes, weighing between 211 and 220 pounds. So if anybody seen Drake, man, tell
Might
that
be
man.
doing a music video at your school.
Tell I didn't expect you to say that. Oh shit. Oh, so he say Bolo for Drake. Yeah, Uncle P, man. Bring Drake back out, man. Drake, look, it's okay, Drake. It is okay, man. It is okay for you to pop back out, man. Listen, we love you. You know what I'm saying? The people still believe in you, Drake. So, you know what I'm saying? We want to let you know to pop out. Hey, man, you listen to Drake. You ain't say nothing about Drake. You listen to Drake?
I did at some point. I had a few favorite songs in my like Marvin's Room. That was one of my favorite songs by Drake.
Listen to you, man. Oh man, no man. I ain't gonna lie. When Drake first came out, bro, I can't say that I was a fan of Drake. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of Drake. You know, when he first came out, you know, when he was singing and doing that, it was different. You know what I'm saying? That vibe, that feel, that flavor that he had, you know, I was with it. I ain't gonna lie, I was with it. You know, but then after a while, it just became like redundant. It just became like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to hear this no more
Yeah,
type shit. But yeah,
once they
but
go
yeah,
mainstream, you don't want to hear it no more.
yeah,
It was kind
yeah.
of the same thing when X came out with Sad and all those other mainstream songs. It wasn't as good as when he was experimenting and just, creating sounds that fit his desire.
Yeah, you know, Drake tried to be gangster. Drake tried to be the ladies' man. And don't get me wrong, eh, his his delivery, you know, his style, his cadence on certain songs, and how he wrote certain beats, whether he wrote it or not. You know, he played his part and he did his part, but man, well, nobody believing Drake was gangster, man. And she says I'm a fan of the old Drake. That's why I say the old Drake, not the new Drake. But Drake, man, we got a missing report out on you, man. Missing person report out. Drake, please come back. It's okay. Drake, please come back. It is okay. Hey, before what you think about Diddy, man? Let me ask you about Diddy, man. I ain't gonna let me, yeah, man. I still got a few more. Yeah, man, we got some more time, man. What you think about this Diddy, man?
Man, I say they need counseling. Serious. Everybody need to be locked up and get counseling because it's going too far.
So if Diddy got out, right? If they let Diddy go and Diddy got a hold of your music and he tried to sign you, would you sign to him?
Yeah, hell.
Think about listen. Think about it. Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, minus what you know already with what's going on. If he got clear from this case and he came out and maybe let's just say 6 months to a year later on down the line, did he got a hold of your music and he reached out to you and he wanted to sign you, would you sign to him?
I'm gonna need like 3 police and 4 lawyers for that type of signing.
3 police and 4 lawyers?
Need everybody to be in a room and strapped and ready to go because
Oh,
if
well,
like
pause on the strap. See what type of strap. See, pause on the strap. Hold on.
yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on. You just
I'm talking 9 and 10 millimeters. This is a big
okay. Okay. We talking firearm talk. Okay, all right. We have to make sure. We gotta make sure we talking about Diddy now. But man, so because a lot of people think, you know, even if he do get clear, man, you know, it's been going around. Do people think that he's going to continue to be successful? Is he going to be able to come out and still have friends, or is he going to have to make new friends, or will people still work with him and do deals with him and stuff like that?
They still play his music on the radio. I heard it the other day. I don't think.
Well, I really don't listen to Diddy, but just as a record label, but just as a record exec, and as a person that does music, and like again, maybe he try to rebrand himself or something like that, and maybe he stays away from that. That's why I asked, would would you sign with him? If it was a decent deal, and it wasn't too overbearing to the point where you were going to reap some residuals from it, and Diddy wasn't, taking you for everything that you got like he did most of the people, allegedly that was under his, what I'm saying, program. What you sign? Or knowing what you know. I'm talking about even knowing what you know about this case and this trial and everything. Would you give him a shot? Would you give him a chance?
Like I said, 4 lawyers, 3 police.
So, 4 lawyers, 3 police. So you will give him a chance. You just have to have those 4 lawyers and 3 police in the building with you. I respect that.
Not even 9 millimeters, 10 mils, even 10 millimeters.
I respect that, man. I respect that. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? At least you'll give him a shot, man. You'll give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? After all this, man. Brother Prometheus says Drake's management team maximized his potential. That's facts. Most definitely they did. I believe that so wholeheartedly. He say the fact that he has no bond should be a moment of clarity about his chances of winning. Talking about Diddy, well, we don't know that just yet, man. We don't know that just yet, Uncle P. And like Karti say, man, them motherfuckers need therapy, man. They need some type of help, man. And not just Diddy, man. So for me though, Karti, like check this out. Why ain't they locking up everybody, man? Like, why is it just a thing of just solely on him, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't make none of these people do what the hell they did. They did what they did because they did what they did. Now, if you wanna go ahead.
What I know, I think if they locked up everybody, they'll have to go after congressmen, world leaders, actors, definitely some police officer and law enforcement, because it's everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere. That type of stuff is all over the globe with different people. They'll have to lock the whole world up at this point, because
Well, no. We ain't gonna say the whole world because I ain't did none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't look.
But basically, it'll be nobody to run the world if they started locking everybody up.
He say there's no law against being a freak, by the way. So and you right, Uncle P, there ain't no law against being a freak. But when we talk about coercion, and then we talk about the sex trafficking, and the prostitution and all those things that were involved in this case, and don't get me wrong, man, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not in the penal system, and I don't know all the laws, the statutes, the codes, the penal codes, and all that. But I'm pretty sure, man, they got it. They got it looped in a way that they tying all this into sex trafficking and racketeering. So and like Karti say, it's a lot of people that have to take this fall and go down. Besides Diddy. And I do think that there are other people out there besides him that's involved in this. And the real question is what even within this trial, man, the real question of what we should be at. Well, I ain't gonna say what we should be asking because I'm pretty sure we asking it and we already know why. Like, but why is it just Diddy? Why is Diddy taking the fall for this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be a better question to be asked. But in the back of our minds, we already know why. We gonna say because he melanated. Well, we don't know, but Uncle P think he pissed off some overlords somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Diageo was the overlords, but yeah, man, like Diddy, man. When he started, and again, man, like this shit always been like even from the party that he threw back early 2000s, I believe it was when that some party he threw and people got killed and the shit started and it collapsed because there was too many people in the building or some shit like that. Like, man, Diddy been in the headlines a lot, man, and a lot of shit has been just swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things, bro. Even from the Danity Kanes to the Day 26s to that damn making of the band. You know, not only that, man, the Biggie Small, like everybody know the scrutiny and the bullshit that was going on with the Biggie Smalls and how people thought that he set Biggie up to get murdered. You know what I'm saying? Or how people thought he had involvement with Tupac's murder or whatever the case may be. You know, Diddy name had been in some shit out here, man. And it just, you know, if you want to believe in karma or say this karma, it's just coming back to bite them. You know what I'm saying? If any of these things are true, you know, all these things are alleged, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody to quote me or hate me or like me or try to sue me for any type of defamation of character. You know, I'm only speaking of things that, you know, that's been put forth already out here in the media. And, you know, people's opinion about what they think and from what they heard and see about this case and other cases that may not been highlighted and put to the forefront about P. Diddy.
I mean, if he on trial, man, they digging from years or like years later, years ago. They talking about his childhood, man. They digging. This gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be on Netflix, every documentary everywhere.
Yeah, see, and that's what people don't know, man. When the feds come get you, the feds then already, you know what I'm saying? That this ain't something that they just came out with. You know, this has been years of case study on you.
Somebody Fed related went to these parties.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was in his team, Fed informant type stuff. Like they were playing it around him, and he didn't know until like he hit the right button.
Yeah. Uncle P says you don't need to be guilty in order to be convicted. That's true, Uncle P. Um, that's true. And you know, when we talk about our black entertainers, and especially you know people in the music, man, you know that do these things or that we hear about doing such egregious things, and we be like, oh wow, you know, sometimes, man, it's easier for us to take the fall. You know, like I always come up here and I preach and I tell y'all, man, the number one rule of being a slave is to keep slaves unaware, and the only thing that a slave needs to know is that he's a slave. That he has no future and that you can't win. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for us to get into these lifestyles when we get this money and you know we get into Hollywood and we become rappers and you put on that fake ass facade and you wearing all this jewelry and you got these cars and you got this big house. You know, man, listen, when you ain't got a lot of shit, bro, and you get that money, Karti, you know what I'm saying? Um, you know how people say, well, it's always been in them. It, getting that money didn't do nothing but bring out who they already were. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we got to think about this shit too. Being broke for so goddamn long, it's shit. You bound to act a fool once you get something in your hand that you ain't never had before. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, me, I'm gonna get the hell on. I ain't no flaunting and flexing. The first thing I'm gonna do, leave that shit right there, get some new shit. I'm gone
See,
overnight.
so and I like that, and I like that in you. But you know, a lot of us we don't have that understanding, man. Sometimes you know, being from the places where we're from, and I'm not necessarily saying that the place where you're from, you know what I'm saying, but just being who we are as an ethnic group, you know what I'm saying, as melanated individuals. A lot of times, you know, being where we're from and struggling and surviving and trying to come up, and like you say, going viral and you know get into this music or anything that we do, like even if we got a child that plays sports, basketball, football, baseball, or whatever, trying to get that opportunity to or to get that chance to be in the limelight, man, and have somebody accept you and then become a star and become a popular individual and become a person that's noticed, a public figure, a person of interest. And then when you ain't never had none, bro, and when you get that money, Cardi, or and people out there in the chat and the audience that's watching us, when you get that money, and again, man, I'm gonna keep it 100. Sometimes, bro, it be like, damn, shit, you know, I'm gonna act a damn fool, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, man? I got all this money, man, and I ain't never had this before, man. Man, I'm gonna have like 10, 30 women in the room with me, man. You know, touching, sucking, all type. You know, yeah, for real.
I ain't stunning. Like I said, I'm getting the hell on. Like, well, nobody know that I got that money until like I be like, oh, I'm all the way out here.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But that, and not everybody. I don't want to make it seem like that's for everybody, but and I'm not trying to push or encourage that. I'm just saying, that be some of our mindsets, when we get these things. You know what I'm saying? When we especially getting a lump sum of money, like that. Uncle P says business and entrepreneurship should be taught in grammar school. And that's facts as well, because business, and that's what, and I'm glad you said that, Uncle P. So business is also go along with anything that we do, like even with inside of this music thing. What I'm saying, understanding the business side of it, not just being a performer, or not just being the person that makes the beats, you understanding the marketing, understanding the distribution, understanding the contracts and stuff that you sign, and how the payout goes, and the percentages and the numbers that you get off of each individual spin or sale. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that go into this. So, Uncle P, you are absolutely correct. Business and entrepreneurship should most definitely be taught in grammar school. It's taught in some grammar schools, but it's not taught in all grammar schools. And again, that's why I spoke on Karti when he said he got that automotive degree. That trade. That's a good thing to have. And also, if he have kids, that's something that he can hand down to his kids. Or if he come across a young man that he might, want to mentor, or somebody asks, that's just something, you can teach people, man. And a lot of times in our communities, we don't bring those things back once we get them, however we obtain them. But a lot of times, like you say, Uncle Pete, those things ain't taught. We don't teach business. We don't teach entrepreneurship, and that's something that should be taught. And if it's not taught in our schools, we need more programs, city programs, like I'm trying to provide here in Chicago with helping building the youth or organization that I started last year. Where I want to provide literacy programming programs, where I want to provide STEM programs. And sponsor a youth football and basketball team, and also have a STEM and robotics program, and also communal adaptation programs where we teach people how to interact with each other. Teach the kids how to cook, teach them how to wash, teach them how to clean, teach them how to interact. Outside of just learning how to do math and how to balance a checkbook, and how to learn about stocks and stuff like that, and how to learn how to fix TVs and television, and be into the robotic side of, just outside, just regular folk stuff as well, to keep them going. And then also, like I say, sponsor basketball and football and throw it in there, man. Also, big ups to Coach Ricky, man. My little cousin, y'all, he started a youth program for the kids out here. It's EGE, everybody gonna eat bears. What I'm saying? He kicking it off, man. He located at Abbey Park on 95th and the Dan Ryan, man. So when I get some more information about it, we supposed to have him on, not this Monday, but next Monday we gonna have him on. We're gonna interview him about his program and about what he's doing out here in the community for the kids. So make sure y'all tuning in for not this Manly Man Day coming up, but next Manly Man Day. Young man, what I'm saying, right here in Chicago, Illinois. He just started his own youth football team. He started from scratch. What I'm saying? So we want to highlight and promote him, and get the word out there. And what I'm saying? Just let the people know, man, look, this is what we do here, man. We can come together and we can do great things as long as we build and we have each other's back. What I'm saying? So one of the things that I push on my channel, Karti KB, is love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. What I'm saying? And we sprinkle a little bit of support on top of that. So, because a little support go a long way, man. So, with that love, with that peace, with that motivation, inspiration, and respect, what I'm saying, that we have for ourselves, that's some things that we can resonate to others and help others build and become great as well. So, man, that's why I always tell everybody when they come over here, we're a family. We like to have fun, and it's cool to talk about the P Diddy's, and if you're gonna sign with them, and just that was just to lighten it up. But just the building process, bro. And like I say, with the young man, your young great man that you have, what I'm saying, man. We just want to be able to just uplift each other and just let each other know that we all are great. We all can be great. So let's aspire to be great, and let's continue to do what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. And it's hard to find young brothers like yourself, bro. That's on point and that's in tune, man. A lot of times, you know, like I said, even though you ain't you opened up, I could tell, when you got comfortable, but just the fact that, you know, um, you were able to articulate yourself without the ums and ohs and you know the slangs and shit, man, and just be able to present, and give your message, So I like that, and I also like how you explained every song. When I asked you about the titles and certain things of the song, what made you make this song, and why did you make that song? You was able to explain it like each song. You were in a different place or a different vibe or a different emotion when that song came to you, even though you might not thought you did your best at articulating how you was saying what you were saying, but we got the gist and the hold of it, and the fact that you took the time out to try to articulate it was even exceptional for me. So again, man, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man, and that's what it's for. Get comfortable, man, and we show each other that we can come up on the platform and have respectable intellectual discourse and highlight, like you say, I don't do this for clickbait. I ain't trying to get you to say some crazy shit or some wild shit to try to expose you or say or like most people, man. I'll hit you up before then and tell you the questions that I'm gonna ask, or say, look, I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna need you to respond this way. And if you do that, man, damn, you know how many motherfuckers will go up, and then I'm gonna clip this, and then we gonna put it out in shorts. And no, we ain't doing that, man. We gonna keep it natural. We gonna let it flow. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna know what I'm gonna ask. Go ahead. What you say?
I said that's what I gotta look out for. So no,
Yeah.
it's coming shortly. Gonna be crazy. No.
Well, you can always turn those type of questions down. You ain't gotta answer everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything that somebody asks you, you ain't gotta answer everything. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
or Cardi, you know what I'm saying? It's about how you answer. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't listen to respond, when people actually think, well, what I mean by that, you just ain't hearing what they saying, then you just responding. If you just take time out, if you listening and you think about it and then you respond, okay, you might can deliver that message just a little bit. Okay, all right, I'm gonna give him what he want a little bit, but I'm gonna still keep it uh um, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna still keep it politically correct. I'll say that. I'm gonna still keep it to the point where the public and the people will be like, okay, that's a genuine, answer. But it's still kind of a little saucy for whoever asking you a certain particular question. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But listen, man, listen. I don't think you're gonna have to worry about none of that, man. The way you carry yourself, you know, when you start getting more interviews and you start going on more platforms, you'll be ready, brother. I think you'll be ready. You know what I'm saying? But always be aware, like you say, just always be aware and on the lookout for what a motherfucker gonna throw at you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Facts, man. Facts. Hey, somebody sent me something, man. Somebody sent me something, Cardi. We gonna listen to it together. Let me see if I can pull it up. I asked him to come step to the forefront. I guess he must have left, but somebody sent me something to listen to. I guess we can listen to it together before we get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Then we can talk about it. So somebody nope, we can't listen to it because I can't even get the link to it.
No.
Oh. Oh well, I was gonna listen to you, Slim Shady. But you didn't even come through, man. He said somebody sent me something. What's his name, man? His name is Slim Ballin. The Memory of Your Real Self, produced by Slim Ballin by Slim Ballin. Yeah, so Slim Ballin, man, if you still in the building, that link that you sent me, brother, it did not pop up. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, man. People every time, when I do the music thing, man, people be sending their stuff in. And I ain't got no problem playing nobody joints. I ain't got no problem playing nobody joints, but I can't find Slim. Let me see. Let me see if I can find him. And man, you could talk about them together. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't shit, man. You ain't shit, man. You ain't shit, man. See, I thought you was gonna be better than me, man. Damn, you ain't shit.
Hey, I mean, shoot, this my chance to, give some pointers. On TikTok Live, they be like, oh, you gotta have this experience to, be able to come up and review and have more knowledge. And I'll be like, I'm learning, but I could say certain things. I know a little bit of something.
Yeah, man. People, so even within that, man, a lot of times, man, when I be listening to a lot of them and they be having their music, man, I be like, a lot of y'all shit be trash. While y'all be up here talking about these people, man, y'all should be straight trash. It do, man. It do. Okay, did I find? Okay, Slim Ballin'. Okay, I might have found Slim Ballin'. Oh, nostalgia sounds in. Oh, okay, this you nostalgic. Okay. Hold on, man. I know who it is now. Now I know who it is. Let's see if I can find the song because I know who it is. What's the name of the song? It's a memory of your real self. Okay. All right, let's see. So nostalgia, he usually got some decent music though. He usually got some decent music. I don't see that one though. Yeah, man. I don't see that one, man. I hate when they do that, man. I'm trying to find. You know how, man? I hate going through cycling through this shit, man. Trying to find shit, man. I thought he had a wrench. You said refresh. Nah, it ain't the refresh, Uncle P. It's just that when I type his name in, first of all, when I type the man name in, it come in crazy and shit. It do, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it say Slim Ballin', but when I type it in separate, I gotta type it in together, but it don't come in. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, but I don't see that song he sent me, man. It won't even let me go. I'm on his page, do memory or some shit he's there, but I don't see the song, man. I'm gonna have to give you a wrench. Next time you in the building, Slim Ballin', we're gonna give you a wrench, and then you can drop it. Drop it in the chat, man, because I'm trying to pull it up through the email, and it won't even work like that. It won't even let me get to you. Won't even let me get to you, man. But yeah, damn, my bad. I sure was gonna play it, man. I always play it and get out, man. But yeah, well, we ain't gonna be able to get to it now, man. But next time, Slim Ballin'. I don't know why I don't play, man. Yeah, because I ain't really know. I'm not on Band Lab like that. You know what I'm saying? So when they send it to me, yeah, he should have just rather them send it to me in the chat. That way I can go straight through the link and get it out of the chat. Because when they send it to me in the email, by me not being signed up on BandLab, it'd be hard for me to go in there. Then once I go into the actual BandLab app and try to type motherfucker's name in, I'll never find them. So yeah. See, like it's telling me I ain't got permission, so that might be something private. Cause BandLab, y'all got them private songs and shit. Where y'all send links, but the songs be private and all that. I don't deal with all that. That's why I stick to regular old. Look, just send me your link.
Make it when they publish it. They gotta make it like an unlisted link so that they can share it to certain people.
Yeah. See that's the problem. See, because when I go on it, and like I say, by me not really having a BandLab account, so when I click on it, is it gonna give it to me? Nope. It says you may not have permission to do this action. So when I click on this link, it's telling me that I ain't got permission to actually play the damn song. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's a private link.
Yeah, that's why I usually get the people. So on Saturdays, what I do, memory of your real self. So on Saturdays, what I do when people come in, Karti, and they want to want me to play their music, I usually just give them a wrench and have them to drop the link in the chat, so that way I can go straight to BandLab through that link instead of getting it out of my email. And I found that to be that's better. That's better for me because all I got to do is just share the screen. You know what I'm saying? and share the audio. Yeah. And then it's a better sound too, trying to share it from the phone versus, you know what I'm saying, straight from the PC or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It gives it a better sound, better quality. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're sharing the audio. But yeah, but Slim Ballin', man, we'll make sure we'll try to get you tomorrow, man. We'll try to make sure we get to you tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? On Saturday. So make sure you fall back through, man. Hey, but anyway, man, gotta get up out of here, man. I appreciate Karti K for coming through, man. So listen, y'all. I ain't come to y'all like how I usually do, but I'm gonna leave y'all like how I usually do, man. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Again, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. One last time, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And big ups tonight, man, to our special guest, Karti KV. Once again, man, make sure y'all go check them out on TikTok, YouTube Music, SoundCloud, BandLab, Karti KV, man. Y'all can also Google him, man. Whatever they streaming music, you can most definitely check them out. So, man, go check them out on YouTube Music, man. Go get on SoundCloud and BandLab, man. If y'all like them, follow them, find something to put in y'all playlist. And y'all know what it is, man. Those 5 key components of life. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. One more time, man. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's what we live by and go by here on this channel, man. So once again, I just want to give congratulations and big ups to Karti V, man. Big ups to everybody in the chat that subscribe to the channel, man. All my new subscribers, man. Peace and blessings. Big ups to all my monthly members. Y'all know who y'all are. Big ups to all my moderators, Uncle P in the building, Miss Kimber. Congratulations on being a grandmother. And with that being said, man, all superheroes don't work. Oh, hold on. Before we do that, like Roscoe would say, man, if he was here, if ain't nobody told y'all today that they love you, we love you right here on Bearded Studios, man. And with that being said, all superheroes don't want cakes, but they still need their theme music. So to all my beautiful people, all my Beardonians, and all my superheroes. Karti, you got something you want to say before we get up out of here?
I just want to say appreciate you for, this experience, Definitely I'll tune in next time, and thank you for having me. And I appreciate the people who were live in the chat as well. That was all. This whole thing was just really, really a whole new experience for me. It's the next stepping stone in my journey.
Man, and we appreciate you as well. And with that being said, man, hey, I want to give a big shout out to my resident Dominican from the Dominican Republic, my boy, our boy, your boy, Cito boy, with a smooth groove outro, man. And we out the door, y'all. Until next time, peace.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a job. He won't even pay. Hard work and dedication. Ain't no judgment. We just having conversations. Ain't no need for front. Give you an opinion, and then you do what you want. But we gon' listen. Tell you what you need, not what you want. It's different on the side. Cook and kick and karate. Come and get high, cause everybody here is
invited to the party. Hey, y'all, man. Big ups to Karti KV, man. Hey, big ups to everybody that joined the stream tonight, man. Peace and blessings to y'all, man. Like I tell y'all every night, man. Without y'all, there would be no Bearded Conversation, no Bearded Studios, or no Bad TV, man. Y'all know what it is. Big ups to everybody in the chat, all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers. Don't forget to keep tuning in every Monday through Saturday from 9 to 11 to 12 to 2 in the morning, man. Y'all know what it is. Same black time, same black channel, man. Don't meet us here, beat us here. Talk black to me, y'all.
Whatever you give is what you get back. Champagne and bubble bath. That is all finna say. Niggas rather hear where the fuck you been or what it is you gon' be. See, real, no real. And this is not for the motherfucking fake. It ain't a radio station. And no one here hates. See, we give an opinion on what the fuck we heard. I can get annoying and probably get on your nerves, but you're gonna be okay. We here to
brighten up your day from the first day in June. to the last day of May. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Conor Don, man. And y'all know what I like to say every night before we get up out of here, man. Those that fuck with us, fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Bearded Conversation. It's your boy Conor Don in the building with Karti KB tonight, man. Make sure y'all tuning in every Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11 p.m. Central Time. Every Friday, 9 p.m. to 12. And every Saturday, 9 to 2, man. But we do it every day of the week except for Sunday for my beautiful people, man. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. When we come together, man, we always meet on the level. Once we're in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plumb. And when we leave each other's presence, may we always part on the square. With that being said, peace and blessings to the chat, man. Y'all know I love y'all, man. Hey, don't forget to tune in tomorrow, man, where we gonna spin the music, man. And good vibes only, man. We gonna have us a good time tonight. Hey, also, man, big shout out to my son, man. He graduated 8th grade today, man. Big ups to Sean Mack. You know what I'm saying, man? Doing his thing, 8th grade, man. Big ups to all the graduates out there, man, that's graduating grammar school, that's graduating high school, man. I want to let y'all know, man, y'all got a special place in my heart, man, and I love y'all. Until tomorrow, peace, y'all, and we out. Love my family, man. Love y'all. Peace and blessings, Uncle P.